governors. Right, it's time for biscuits and hot tea. Hey! It's good!
Stop it. Get some help.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What it do, baby?
Turbulence, people. It's good!
Acknowledge me. Goddamn right.
He's on fire! Bang! Bang! It's good! Bang! Bang! It's good!
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
Top of the morning, governors. Right, it's time for biscuits and hot tea.
You ain't got no job, man! You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Does your girlfriend think you're a fucking worthless loser? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
Hey man, me and guy just down here checking out some fly rides and macking some holes and chilling.
Imagine that. It's like a G-Dog on a fly tip. Flossing with the pussy. Cutting in the crib. What the fuck does that mean?
Man, I don't want to have to beat your ass, but I will beat your ass.
This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing. Nothing without a woman or a girl.
Teach a man how to squabble. Get that trigger next time, nigga.
Bow to the masters. Break it down.
Stay off the damn weed. And they don't listen.
I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. She makes my heart sing. I think boom.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Access denied.
living on the air in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, WKRP.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Hadouken!
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
I've been drinking. I've been drinking.
Then get out. Then Esther, I don't care. Esther, 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 Esther. Because Esther, because you were being rude.
City boy! City boy! Charlie Murphy! Auntie, chill!
Boom shakalaka!
Lost and turned out. Olivia, where'd you weave? Don't buy that kind of sleeve. Lost and turned out.
I want to sing a little song that kept me going when I had troubles. We were at the beach. Everybody had matching towels. Somebody went under a dock, and there they saw a rock. But it wasn't a rock. It was a rock lobster. Rock lobster. Rock lobster. Yeah, you're gonna be okay.
You know me, I'm your friend, your main boy, thick and thin. I'm your pusher man.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Perfect.
He's on fire!
Is it the shoes? Get over here!
Bang! Bang! It's good! Access denied.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane!
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
Enough is enough! This is Sparta!
You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoe program, nigga. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Bitch that hoe might fuck me. Hold up. Nah, fuck that bitch. Turbulence, people.
Top of the morning, governors. Right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life, y'all. Killing me with this.
Is that an arm baby? Yo, no, I don't do arm babies. Throw that baby in the trash can. Respectfully.
Auntie, chill.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
Salute to the squad. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm talking to myself over here. Let me see salute in the chat to make sure you guys can hear me. I'll wait. I have nowhere else to be. Salute to the squad if you guys can. Let me know. It's loading like Floyd's reading. What's going on, man? Say it ain't so. Please don't say that. Everything should be good over here. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me see salute in the chat to make sure you guys can hear me. I will check my phone in the meantime. I need some music. Okay, cool. I'm seeing some ones. I'm seeing salute. Salute to you, Sean Jackson. I see you. Appreciate you joining the squad the other day. I caught that on the replay. Salute to you. General, I salute you. Can't remember if I acknowledged you during the show. We in here. What's going on? Gloria.
What it do, baby?
Always glad to see you, Glow. D. Samuel, top of the morning.
Top of the morning, governor.
That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
Even though it's like, what? I can't do the math. I can't do math. It's too early. I think it's going on 2 p.m. there. I could totally be wrong. My brain isn't working right now. It's too early. I just got up a few minutes ago. Josh Johnson, I see you, bro. General, I salute you. Salute to you, bro. Let's see. Jay Nelson says, that hat though. Appreciate you, Jay Nelson. Salute to you, bro. Salute to South Carolina. I see you down there. I see you, Juice. What's going on, bro? Where all my Texas boys at, man? I got a drop for y'all.
Not what y'all know about them Texas boys.
Let's see. What's going on, everybody? Christine, I see.
Thanks for the tip.
Oh, we got somebody dropping off. Salute to Atlanta. Where's my drop? I don't have it in me together, guys. I'm sorry.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play and we ride on them things like every day.
All right, Theo, focus. Get the energy. All right, salute to the squad. We here. Chris, I see you. Great to have you as always, sir. Craig Dixon, I see you. Joe Smith, I see you. TP, my God, salute to TP. Let's see. Styles Point 973.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
It's good, SP. It ain't right if SP ain't here. And just because I haven't said it in a while, SP, you might lose that wrench today. Salute to you. Day one sub. Let's see, Joe Smith. Okay, cool. What you got, Gabe? What's going on, Gabe? Haven't seen you in a while. Gabe says, I like a lot of what he says, but he panders to the money base too hard. Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. This is actually part 2 of the conversation, and that's what's kind of the main. I think today's part is going to be more fun, even though I really like the first part of their conversation, but it delved more into, like, race and white supremacy and things like that. But I think on this second clip, it gets more into the relationship stuff. And, yeah, man, I think it's be a good conversation. Alboski, I see you. Elaine, I see you. All right, guys, let's get to it. I'm just up here talking because I'm happy to kick it with y'all. Happy to see y'all. Gabe Meff says, I'm 41 and have grown tired of hearing how I'm not good enough. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Let me see the locations in the chat. Your boy Theo is broadcasting live from Detroit, Michigan, the greatest city in the Midwest, dare I say, United States. Nearly 2 p.m. Theo. Okay, so my brain is working. Salute to you. D say you top of the morning, more like top of early afternoon. Willie Porter just subscribed. Salute, sir. General, I salute you. Porter, your enlistment papers are in the mail. If you subscribe to my channel, you can't just like unsubscribe. It's an enlistment. It's actually locked in. I talked to the Google and I talked to Google like it's a person. Let me see those locations in the chat. Let's go. What it do, baby?
What it do, baby?
I heard about this dude passing recently, man. Salute to Big Pokey, bro. Where y'all watching me from? Let's see, what we got? Got Texas. Let's see. We got Texas boys. Yeah. We got H-Town. We got DJ out in LA. Salute to all my Cali boys.
California.
There again, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Salute to you. Let's see. No Weave Effect. That is No Weave Act effective now. If you're new to the show, we got 2 commandments for the Do Better podcast, even though I'm working on like 3 and 4. We got 2 commandments. 1, you don't deserve shit. No one deserves anything. Just because you have a vagina doesn't mean you deserve something. Just because you're an old person means you deserve a warm place to stay. Get the fuck out in the cold, Granny, if you won't pay your rent. Commandment number 2, no weave allowed. Don't distract me, Clinton. Appreciate you reminding the squad. We got Charleston in the house. We got VA all day, 2 up, 2 down. We got Ann Arbor in the building. We got Chicago, the city of Chicago. Dang, you open it. We got London in the house. We got Lansing, Michigan in the house. We got Pasadena, California. Jersey, Worthy. Okay, no doubt. But we got Jersey in the house. We got ATL in the house. We got Kingston, South Carolina. Let's go.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Salute to everybody over in the UK.
Top of the morning, governor.
That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
Not what y'all know about the Texas boys.
Texas and Cali, bro. It's a toss-up. It's a states. It's a toss-up between Texas and Cali. Let me know where my Cali folks at. I give Cali folks a little bit extra love, Brandon, because it's early where they at. It's early.
Bang! 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 It's good!
Salute to Road Dogg and Eric who'll be watching from Alaska when it be like 4 in the morning. I'm like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I ain't getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning unless my house on fire. Salute to the
Bang!
squad.
Bang! It's good!
Even though early morning routines are the best routines on the planet to have. It just sucks trying to stay disciplined in that schedule, especially if it's not work. You know, you can get up and get to work. You got to get up and get that bread. But yeah, man, salute to the squad, man. Let's see, Joe Smith says, I'm subscribing to Theo was like listening to the military. Salute, yeah, man.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
4-year commitment at minimum. I will see you in 2027.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
By then, we should be 1 million deep. I said my shit. I'm gonna talk my shit. Only a little bit, though. Salute to the squad. We got Fort Lauderdale in the building. I see you first, man. I know you chilling in the cut. We got Charleston in the house. Charleston again, Dale Day.
What it do, baby?
What's going on? We got Jersey. Salute to Jersey. I don't think I've ever been to Jersey, man. I've never been to New York. No, I've never been to New York City. I've been to I've been to like Buffalo, New York as like a kid. I could have been to New York several times and I just got lazy. Let's see. We got, what's going on? We got Columbus in the house. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I saw someone, I was in someone else's room and I've heard the name before. I want to say he's a Texas artist. I want to say I've heard that name a lot over the years, but I've never checked out his music. But I was in someone else's chat room when they said that, man. That is terrible, bro. Oh man, prayers up to him and his family. I don't know anything about him. I don't even know what label he's on. I just think his name reminds me of Texas rapper. I believe he's from Texas. You guys let me know in the chat. But yeah, man, that's unfortunate, man. My condolences to his family. I wish I was a little bit more familiar with him so I can go in a little bit more detail. But yeah, man, that's terrible, bro. Salute to his family, man. I would say thoughts and prayers, but I don't be praying. I don't even like to say that shit because I don't be praying. But yeah, man, my condolences, bro. Let's see who we got in the building. Oboski, I see you. Project Leroy holding it. Oh, yeah, Project Leroy, as well as, what's going on, Bella Rings? You ain't missing nothing, Jersey. Fact, Project Leroy, you said something about J-Lo. Inform me on that. And then also Project Leroy, as well as the Quiet Storm. Oh, yeah, you guys, Project Leroy, you're now one of my moderated managers. I thought I could only have one. So now you had the ability like to slow down the chat and all that kind of stuff, too. You as well as the Quiet Storm. Just want to let you know that. Let me know what you was telling me about J-Lo or whatever. Hey, salute to the squad. What's up, Rod Neal? I see you. We got Baltimore in the house. Bella Rings, I see you. Andre Cable say halfway to 100K, bro. There you go, man. We all got to start somewhere, bro. We all got to start somewhere. Salute to Grown Folk Talk. My sister, I talked about how, yes, she just started her channel 2.5 months ago, and 2 days ago, she was at 200 subscribers. Made one video, hit the algorithm, and I took off, and she just passed 2,000 subs.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
2,000 subs and got her 5,000 watch hours, man. I told y'all, man, keep grinding. All it takes is one. She, not even 90 days into it, and she already further than I was. Because at 6 months, I was only had 1,500 subscribers, man. So keep getting it, y'all. Keep getting it. You say I'm buffering. Let's see. Should be. Damn, is it buffering? I'm not seeing. I keep people. Okay, I see 2 people say that. Oh no, Kev, you're the only one saying that. You guys, let me know. Let me know. Yeah, I've seen Kev said he's buffering. You guys let me know. Is anybody else having any video issues? I shouldn't be. Everything looks good over here. It might just be Kevin. Let's see. You guys let me know if stream keeps stopping it for you. You guys let me know because I see Kevin's the only one saying that, Kev. That might just be you. I just want to confirm with everybody else. Let me know how the screen is looking. I was going to say, bro, I used to tell motherfuckers, they send prayers. No, yeah, I'm telling you, right? And especially me I don't even feel comfortable being an atheist because I don't want to even lie to you. My thoughts and prayers, I ain't gonna pray for you, bro. I'll think about you, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't typically pray, man. So salute. Let me know. Okay, I'm good. Okay, Kev, it might just be you. I just want to make sure first. 3 a.m. wake up call up here. Salute to you, Coop. Salute to you. Let's see here. Just a tad, not really, you're good. Okay, because it should be running everything fine over here. Let's see. Just want to make sure. Okay, cool. Y'all saying I'm good. My bad. It might just be you, Kev. Okay, cool. Appreciate y'all for letting me know. All right, guys, let's get to it. Yeah, Kev, you might want to try to log out, log back in. Okay, no buffer. Cool. Appreciate you, Chuck. My bad, Chuck. You sent the super chat early. My apologies, bro. I'm sorry, man. Let me grab that. Where are my banners, man? Salute to South Carolina and all my vets. What you got, Chuck? What's the benefits of being a member versus being a subscriber? To be honest with you, man, the only difference with the membership, so there's levels to the membership. I just said one basic level. I've been thinking about adjusting it recently, but basically with the membership, it's really just showing love more than anything. And then also you get access if I do a video, if I do I can do, if you subscribe to the channel membership, I can do a members only, like chat and stream. I can do a lot of things that's exclusive to members only. And I actually did one where I was talking content creating a few weeks ago, and I was thinking about doing another one. But that's about it, man. It's really just showing love. Like, now if you do, because I just got basically the $3 ones. Now they have them where you said where it's like $10 and like $20. Those are like when you really supposed to get some extra benefits for it, but I'm not even trying to commit to that. So yeah, it's just showing love more than anything. But I do have members. I was thinking about doing members only, but I like talking content creating, nothing else. So, but yeah, that's about it, Chuck. Appreciate the super chat. Okay, let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, everything's good. Theo on on Monday, Kendra G went to her rant, caping for 52-year-old J-Lo. Said she's still.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Well, you know what? You already know what time it is, Project Leroy. Tomorrow's Friday, so we do Kendra G Friday. We can do that tomorrow. I haven't even been paying her no attention, bro. Kendra G is like, I told you, I dip in for some content and dip out. So I haven't even been aware of what's been transpiring over there. But you know that sounds like a good clip to play for the squad tomorrow. I appreciate you, bro. All right, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. You good? You so far so good. Kev got the Kendra G Wi-Fi. You buffering on my end, says these. Let's see. I do. I need one blur. Let me see. Let me just check something. It looks good on my end. Let's see. And I haven't had any issues. Oh God, we doing one of these today. All right, cool. Oh, we might have an issue. It's straight early, but we might have something. What the hell is going on with OBS? All right, cool. Let's see. Give me 1 second here, man. Okay, cool. I got that one from Charles. Okay, I got that one, but my chat's not responding. I might have to open up the chat window again. All right, cool. I might just have to open up another chat room. Okay. Let's see. All right, man, what do we do? I think I'll have to open up another chat room so I can bring the chats up to the screen. I see you, Mr. Severe. I'm going to have to reopen my chat window. But while I do that, let's get the video started. So, okay, yeah, it looks like OBS went out for a second, but it connected right back again. Hopefully it doesn't do that anymore, but I'm going to have to redo my chat window so I can bring the super chats up. So bear with me 1 second. While I'm doing that, let's go ahead. Charles, welcome to Death Row. SP, you kill me with that, bro. I can't even bring it up to the screen. But yeah, let's get started. I'll go ahead and get the video started, and then I'll come back and I'll fix the chat so I can bring you guys' chats up because it's stuck right now. 40 Acres in the Mood says, do I need my blunt? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this is going to go into the relationship part where we can laugh at Umar because I know he's going to be pandering. All right, let's get to it, guys. I'll hit play, and then give me a moment to fix my chat. Let's see here. Where's the video? Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, and let's go. Part 2.
That might be most black people. Love ain't love for most white folks. Everything white people do has a political purpose. Everything white people do has a political purpose. Ain't no love is love with white folks.
Would we be considered racist if we only date within our race?
No, that's what you call race loyalty. And racism is a group system.
Yeah.
Of exploitation, discrimination, oppression, bias, where one group seeks to deny all members of another group their fair share of resources, opportunities, and privileges. You know why you can't be a racist? You don't own a damn thing white people need in order to live.
True.
White people need you for nothing, but you need them. Whose schools our kids go to? Theirs.
True.
Our money in whose banks? Theirs. Who's building the houses we need to rent and buy? Them.
Make sure y'all hit the like
Who's
button.
shipping our stuff around the world that we need to order to live? Them. You follow me? They don't need us. We need them for everything. We are as dependent on white people today as we were when slavery ended 157 years ago.
Fast forward through this part. I thought that was the interview. Okay.
Right.
And black people got to be careful about raising the importance of other people's issues to our own. Because by doing that, you reduce the quality of your own fight.
Right.
Because nobody else has been through what you've been through here. Everybody in America showed up as an immigrant. We're the only people who showed up as imports. Why would you dare make the gay struggle equal? Why would you dare make the Arab or Asian struggle equal? Ridiculous. When those Asian women were murdered in Atlanta, which was a tragedy, and I didn't have a problem with the president making a law against it. But my problem was you had about 8 to a dozen Asian women get murdered in one night.
And it was
as a result of one night.
Yep.
One night. The president and vice president flew down to Atlanta and met with the Asian community. He passed an executive order almost overnight. A congressional bill came, anti-Asian hate, unanimously passed. Almost overnight. My issue with that, one Asian tragedy, they get a personal meeting with the president and vice president. They get an executive order. They get a federal law that makes it illegal to even use a racial slur. We've been here 400 years. You ain't never flew down and met with us face to face after no tragedy. When that damn devil walked into that supermarket in Buffalo, New York and murdered those Africans, when Dylan Roof walked into that church in Charleston, South Carolina, murdered those Africans, we didn't even get a face-to-face meeting from the president of the United States, who was black at the time, Barack Obama. But this is what you do for the Asians? And then you sign an executive order? And then you sign an anti-Asian hate? Where's the anti-black hate?
Let me just grab these super chats that I missed. What's going on, Dre? I see you. Let me grab these super chats that I missed when my chat was going down. Salute to Chuck for subscribing to the channel membership, bro. In general, I salute you. Appreciate you, Charles. Make sure we show Charles some love. And then also Mr. Severe. What you got, Severe? Good morning, squad. Ninja watching today, working on the show, trying to get great. Trying to be great. We'll be in formation first thing tomorrow. Salute to you, bro.
Bang! It's good!
Appreciate you, Severe. And salute to Smoking Talk. Like I said, man, I see y'all improving your channel, man. Salute to you, bro. Let's get back to it.
I want to sound dumb, but, you know, they would have to
Way
deal with
past
their
prime,
people. Who do we have that would support us?
I agree with you. The reason they responded to the Asians the way that they did is
they got
because
somebody
the
to call
Asians-
home.
Absolutely. You have China, you have Japan,
Who do black
you have
Americans have to
countries
call?
who have political power
Yes.
that America has relationships with that they can't afford to lose.
Exactly.
And you will have to answer. There will be political, economic consequences for letting our people get mistreated in your land. We don't have that. And the reason we don't have that is because we have not helped to build a single African state into the power base we need her to be so she can speak out for us. We have used our money to empower
Understandable.
all these nationalities and use almost none of it to empower Africa, the very continent we need to do what you just said, be strong enough to be a diplomatic voice for American Africa.
But this is why I asked you before which one is more important to fix first. Because if we had that power behind us, wouldn't it be easier for us to make moves over here? You know what I mean?
If we had that power in Africa, absolutely. But we're not building the power, though. In other words, we should be in Africa right now. I'm sending you to Ghana. I'm sending you to Nigeria. I'm sending you to Namibia. I'm going to go to Ethiopia. We're going to sit down with the president. Listen, we are a $2 trillion people.
What was that? A True TV salute.
In general, I salute you.
Yeah.
We need you to be able to speak up for us.
Would it be hard to get dual citizenship?
What are the economic slave chains that America has around your economy? What are the economic slave chains America has around your economy? And what could we do with our education and income to weaken those chains so one day they can fall? Africa would love to do business with us instead of the World Bank or the International Monetary Fund or the French government or the Belgian government or the German government. They would rather do the business with us. But the problem with black folks, we are comfortable and content being American slaves. We're not looking at the global ramifications of our irresponsible behavior. We're not looking at the global needs of our people. We are content with this America the way that it is. We are comfortable being treated like 21st century slaves. Because if we were not, with the resources we waste every day, we would be going crazy. Go down your social media feed. Does it look like Black America's in a crisis?
Ding, ding, ding.
Go down your YouTube. Does it look like Black America's in a crisis?
Right.
Go through your Twitter.
True.
Go in. If you did not know how racist America was, and you went to Black Twitter, Black Instagram, Black TikTok, Black
Nothing
YouTube,
important there.
could you tell?
No.
Don't it look like we live in the best times of our lives? Because Black people are like overgrown children. Slavery arrested our psychopolitical development. Slavery arrested our psychopolitical development. The slave system turned us into eternal children in this country. What do children do? They spend their money on the things that they like.
Right.
And they beg their parents for the things that they need. Is that not Black America? $2 billion on Air Jordans every year.
You're right.
$4 billion on liquor, $30 billion on hair and beauty, nearly $1 billion on chicken, turkey, beef, and pork, multiple billion on video games, multiple million on children's cologne. Children's cologne. Check this out. We spent
I didn't
about
even know they had LA.
yeah, we spent about $21 million on children's cologne a year.
Wow.
This is just random, but I thought I'd interject this real quick. I don't know if I told the story before, but I had a cousin who got a bunch of kids. But anyway, when my cousin had her first child, now I don't want my blood no more. Don't get me started. I've given my 40 acres. I've given a rant about Jordans and all that kind of stuff. I've ranted about that stuff. I'm not gonna leave that alone, but I'll just talk about the kids right now. My cousin, her first child, she would spend, like when I'm talking about she would spend money, have him laced, Jordans, Nikes, Gucci, like whatever. At 3 and 4 years old. Meanwhile, my cousin's like an assistant manager at like White Castles or some shit.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Nowhere near a career. But she would spend her money, and my son was the same age. And so, and our sons obviously are still the same age. My son will be there, and in his probably little Nikes or whatever kind of shoes, and ones, because he's never cared about that type of shit. And I would look at my cousin like, this little kid is in $200. I'm like, why do you have your 4-year-old just all dripped up like just spending all this money that I myself know you can't afford to spend? And her explanation was that his father wasn't in his life, so that was her way of overcompensating. But I told her, like, it doesn't make logical sense because he's so small. I know it's a difference when your child becomes getting to middle school and like a teenager, and then they know about labels and they know about, hey, I want to wear this type of brand because it's cool. But this kid was like 3 or 4 playing in the sand in Gucci in a chinchilla. I'm joking with the chinchilla, but like, really, I just like, black people do that shit, man. We put our finances in the wrong damn areas. And don't even get me started on Jordans and all that nonsense. I've said this about, you can have as many Jordans, spend all your money on StockX buying shoes and all that. Here's what I don't want to see. You got 30 pairs of Jordans and no shares of Nike stock.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Invest. If you're going to buy Champions, I remember SP said he does the same thing. You're going to buy these shoes and be obsessed with having all this materialistic BS. Invest that same amount of money. Take the same amount of money and invest it so you can have money in the long term. Just my 2 cents. I'm over it. I just hate when poor people, because I see this shit growing up in Detroit all the time. Poor ass people who spend the little bit of money they have on nonsensical things that in their mind, they deemed mandatory, like babies' birthdays, a 2-year-old. We need to go to Orlando for, Disney World for a 2-year-old. It's like,
hey, yo, what the fuck?
You're broke. You ain't got no money. Stop trying to flaunt. Let's get back to it.
What the fuck is children's cologne?
Baby Polo, baby Versace. They got children's cologne.
They got all that shit for kids.
But
man.
half the black boys in America in 4th grade can't read on their grade level.
That's a fact.
Half the black boys in America in 8th grade can't read on their grade level. But we spending $21 million on cologne. I don't excuse nothing another race does to my people. Because as a human being, you should be able to practice decency, whether you're dealing with a billionaire or somebody who's dead, broken, homeless on the street. You understand me?
Definitely.
But we have to look in the mirror too and look at how we make it easy for people to disrespect us. Because how does a people in your condition have the time to engage in this type of tomfoolery over here?
Makes me so mad.
Do you feel me?
Yeah.
If I'm Chinese looking at black America, how do I make sense out of this?
Right.
Y'all can't care about yourselves because as much as you talk about reparations and as much as you talk about the next presidential election, look at the money you waste. Imagine a Korean walk into a black community meeting on reparations, a Korean, and stand up and say, can I ask y'all a question? Why y'all in here arguing over reparations when y'all done turned my people into $1 trillion nation? I make $30 billion off y'all people a year. $30 billion a year.
Great to your
How much have we give the Koreans over the past 30 years? What's 30 billion times 30 years? And you talking about reparations? You see that? But black people are in denial about our self-hate.
What's up, Mona?
I tell black women all the time, if you would just stop hating the way God made you, you can take your $30 billion a year and build an independent school for every black girl out here. You could stop child sex trafficking. Black women could wipe out child sex trafficking for black girls by taking some of that $30 billion on here. But guess what? How I look is way more important than the condition of my people. Black men, same thing. We could take the $4 billion on liquor, the $2 billion on Air Jordan.
Rambro, salute.
General, I salute you.
Umar cooking right now.
The multiple billion we spend on vacations, all the money we spend on these damn non-black women, we could take that money and build black schools for black boys all over the
clubs.
But I want to know, I don't want to say we can't change that, but that's we're surrounded by it. It's like every block has a liquor store. Every block has sneaker store.
That don't mean you have to partake.
No, I agree with that 100%.
Where
but
is the discipline?
It's so hard for the people that don't know no better.
Discipline.
But
we do know better. We do. Even the most politically uneducated black person knows there's something better I could be doing with this money. Do you feel me?
I agree.
We are comfortable in our oppression. And the reason we're comfortable in it is the white man has allowed us enough of his useless amusements to content us with our oppression. We got the cell phone, social media, NBA playoffs. We have enough. See, black poverty ain't the same as African poverty.
I want to see where Dr. Umar going. T. Orlando, you should have been here yesterday, T. Orlando. We got a super chat I got to grab. You said, Doctor, where's the school at? We already went. We already had that discussion, T. Orlando. We about a day late, but we gave him the ride. Well, he got the riot act about the school yesterday. This part is I think this part is going to be leaning towards the relationship part later on in the interview. But let's get to it. But yeah, man, it really irritates me. Like you said, T. Orlando, why didn't she overcompensate with time? Man, it's just. And that's why I want to see where Dr. Umar is going with this, because I kind of agree with what the guy's saying, or that people just don't know any better. Again, I'm not absolving them, because you don't get a pass for I just don't know. Well, you just don't know when you effing up, you know what I mean? But it's just, man, I used to have this conversation with my ex-wife, and she finally got out of it. My son is 16, about to be 17. She got out of it, but I remember when we split when I was in Japan. Salute to the homie Toxic Mel. What you got, bro? He says, I got 5. Appreciate you, bro. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button and subscribe to Mona D as well as Bella Rings as well. And yeah, I had this conversation real quick. We'll get right back to it. We split when I was in Japan. My son was about 2. He might have been he was 2. He was going to be his second birthday, and I was in. So now we're not even together. I'm living in Japan, and she back home, and I'm pissed off because I had a 4-bedroom crib in Japan, 2 cars, and she was going back to the States and just insisted on taking our son, knowing she was struggling. Whatever. That's not the point. The point was, a couple months later was his second birthday, and she's like, I'm sending her money because I'm no scumbag, make sure my son's taken care of. But I remember us getting into this huge fight because she was like, well, I need some more money because I have to throw Theo a party. And I was like, what do you mean you have to throw him a party? Like, no, I have to throw him a party. And I was just explaining to her, that's not mandatory. What's mandatory is making sure your rent is paid, your lights are on, you have food in the refrigerator. A party is not mandatory. Emphasis on the mandatory. Like, it's not mandatory, but that's our people's mentality. Now, to be fair to my ex, she probably got her head out her ass about that specific topic when my son was about, 9 or 10. She finally got it. And also realizing because his birthday would come around and for whatever reason she wouldn't have money, and then she wouldn't have money or whatever for what she wanted to do, and it finally hit her like, okay, bam, it's not mandatory. But that's the thing, we just got to get out of that, man. So many people won't have no money whatsoever, but they will spend their last or borrow it from people or spend money they don't have just to go on a fucking trip or this stupid ass party that doesn't mean a damn thing. My parents threw me parties when I was a kid. I don't remember most of them because you're a child. Those are memories that'll come and go, but it's not important, man. Fuck. Let's get back to it.
It ain't the same as Caribbean African poverty.
I'm sorry. I hate our people wasting money on bullshit. And I'm not trying to act like I'm better than now. I have a weed habit. I said it. My weed habit is probably about $400 a month. It's a lot of money I spend on weed. I will not lie. But you know what I also do? Make sure my stash account for my phone, I put $800 a month in that bitch. So even though I have and that's just my stash, it's not Robinhood, that's not Fidelity, that's not even the other accounts. And I'm not even no financial dude or anything like that. To me, it's just basic economics. If you know you have a habit that you choose to keep, i.e. my weed habit, I'm going to make sure I double up on my savings. You know why? Because I'm a responsible adult. Back to it, man. All right, I'm done.
Same as Brazilian African poverty. Our poverty is damn near middle to upper class in most other places in the world.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? And so because we don't have it as bad as other people, we think we winning when we losing. We think we winning when we lose.
Is that why, when Africans or the Caribbeans come over here and they be like, yo, you know what? Y'all got it easy. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all just being lazy.
Compared to what they come from.
Right, yeah.
And when they come, they take advantage of whatever they can do. So they'll work at the taxi, they'll work at the airport security, right?
I apologize. I know I'm stopping the video way too much. I'll let it ride. One last point. 40 Acres and Mule says, I'm not buying anyone under 5 a present that they will have to wear for more than 15. But bro, I'll go a little further with you. This may be controversial, but I've said this for years, bro. Y'all ready? Holidays are for children, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I don't buy nobody shit for holidays or anything like that. I buy my son, because he's a minor. I ain't buying you nothing for, well, like, no, I give people, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, things. Like, I might get small gifts here and there, but ain't a motherfucking thing mandatory in this bitch. Because majority of these holidays are Hallmark holidays. I'm not going to rustle up $500 that I don't have to go buy you some shit for Valentine's Day, or you're going to have a fucking attitude. Bitch, bye. Where my drop at?
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
I'm not doing it. I think, it's my own personal opinion, holidays are for children. If you're a grown-ass man or you a grown-ass woman walking around with, oh, it's my birthday, you didn't get me nothing?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Grow the fuck up. Holidays are for children. I've been saying this since I was in my early 20s. I'm not obligated to buy you shit. I don't have to buy you anything. And that's across the damn board. I'll buy my son, whatever he needs or he wants for his birthday. Hey, daddy, I want this. My son main thing is he wanted to go to driver's training this summer. We going to driver's training. That's been my son main thing. $500 and we in there. But yeah, that's just my thought, man. Holidays are for children. I look at any grown-ass man or woman who walking around with their goddamn hand out, like, want somebody to buy me something. Grow the fuck up. And I hope I make people feel a certain type of way, because that shit is repulsive to me. Grown-ass women, it's Valentine's Day, you better give me some. Bitch, I got to put on the lights. Grow the fuck up. All right, I'm done.
And they'll save that money and they will send it back home.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Many of them come over there to hustle and to send the money back home, and I don't have no problem with them doing that. You understand? But what I do need the African immigrant brother and sister to understand, America will give you opportunity that she will never give me, because you are not a threat. You can be 100%. Deported whenever they feel like it.
True.
You can be stripped of your American citizenship or your green card whenever they feel like it. They can strip me of my citizenship, but where do they send me? Nowhere. We are the only people that cannot be deported. And that's why America can't stand us, even though she's the reason she can't get rid of us.
So I know you said earlier that you don't want to beg anybody to be a part of the movement, basically,
yes,
right?
Or the race.
Right. So, but it just seems like a lot of people are ignorant to what's going on here. So it wouldn't be begging. I just think they need to be educated. Know what I mean?
Thanks for the tip.
Like,
okay.
I think they're ignoring it.
I don't disagree totally. You have Negroes and you have coons.
Okay.
The Negro is completely ignorant. He would respond to what you just suggested. Take a Negro who think white people are everything. White women are beautiful. White people are more intelligent. Black people are lazy. He's a Negro. He's been miseducated. You educate him, you can bring him back into the revolution, right?
Right.
He was just a Negro. He didn't know.
Right.
But then you got the coon.
Oh, we gonna get to the cool talk. Gold, fake teeth, man. There y'all say it right. Hollow material, yeah, man. It's just stupid. The origins of holidays. Exactly, bro. Exactly, Joe. Salute to the truth, not always. He says, I'm an atheist cheapskate also. Bang!
It's good!
Appreciate having another atheist around. I think that makes like 3 of us. We're growing slowly but surely. I think it's like 3 to 5 of us in here. Let me know in the chat if you guys part of the atheist or agnostic gang. Salute to you. Other thing, I don't necessarily think I'm a cheapskate. I just think that I just know I'm not obligated to buy anyone anything. That's the thing. That's just really what it is more than anything. I just really got to think about this, man. People walking around, and this is more of a female thing, like I said, like a black thing. Y'all know if y'all lived around a bunch of black people, holidays, chicks walking around the office with money pinned on their shoulder. We used to do that in high school. You know, girls at his birthday, I'll give them a little, I don't know if they still do that shit. I'm sure they still do. Safety pin, like a bunch of money on her shirt or blouse or whatever, and walk around. I remember they doing it in high school, and then I remember thinking getting into corporate America and still seeing that shit, but it was majority sisters that was doing it. I was like, they still doing this shit? Okay, whatever. But to me, man, it's the obligation. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not even talking about, I gave you guys my personal story of my ex-wife when my son was a child. I know somebody, a close family member who can't afford it. Cannot afford it. Again, cannot afford it. But every year, his spouse makes him spend all the money that he doesn't have on a lavish ass trip that they cannot afford. I'm talking 10, 20 grand, because we all got to pile up and go to Disney World, then come back to our 2-bedroom shack where all the bills are past due. That's what I'm talking about more than anything. People forcing themselves for these financial obligations that aren't obligations. They're just people in your family who you've let, because as the man you're supposed to be running this shit, you've let talk you into doing nonsense that's fiscally irresponsible. Have your fun. I don't want to act like a fuddy-duddy. People want to buy rims. They want to buy buffs. Like DeMarco say, buy buffs, but be on the bus. I don't want to act like I don't spend money on anything. You know, it's not, I like my little gadgets. I spend a lot of money going, I'm probably going to drop $700 today, just extra shit on the setup. So I'm not saying don't spend your money, but it's for people who don't have it, who also don't have it, and then act as if these things are mandatory. No, well, you know, Mona, we gotta go Hawaii next month, even though we got $30 in the bank.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Hawaii ain't going nowhere, bro. We can go there when the money get right. All right, I'm done ranting. Back to it.
The coon knows that the white man ain't better. The coon knows that black people are the original people. But he's paid and financed to intentionally mislead his people. The Negro, I can work with because I can educate him out of his situation.
Right.
The coon is dangerous. The coon has stabbed me in my back the minute I turned my back. And that's why many of our African leaders from around the world have been betrayed by members of their inner circle. Patrice Lumumba, murdered by a friend. Thomas Sankara, murdered by a stepbrother. Malcolm X, murdered by people he trusted. Dr. King, set up by people he trusted. When you look at the black struggle globally, because you got to look at all of our heroes and sheroes, not just the ones here. Many of them were set up and sabotaged by people they grew up with and who they trusted. Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown in Ghana with the assistance of his college roommate at Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. The State Department found his roommate, sent him to Ghana to help overthrow his roommate, who was the first democratically elected president in Africa post-colonization.
That's like the Fred Hampton story I seen recently.
Right. Now, that informant wasn't a friend of Fred Hampton, but to your point, he weaved his way into his trust, sold him out, gave the FBI a drawing of Fred Hampton's apartment, drugged his Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
You understand? So when you get in this movement for black liberation, you don't have no friends.
I have a quick question for you that may be personal. Do you feel like, since you're a big impact to the black community, that you're in danger?
I'd say this. I get death threats on a regular basis. I know the FBI and CIA tap my phone. They've been doing it since my first trip to Africa, 2005. There's about 6 people who come around me on a regular basis who I'm pretty certain are paid agents. Some of the women who have expressed interest in me over the past 6 months, I definitely believe that they are paid agents. But I'm going to say this to you. When I look at Malcolm and Martin, and I
don't like that shit, bro. The steel cool dog, bro. I don't know if you long for the world up in here, bro.
Listen to their friends who survived them.
I don't think he gonna make it.
They have to talk about how those 2 great black leaders, 2 of my heroes, got to a point in their life where they were so spiritually and emotionally exhausted from the threat of death that they felt they secretly wished for it to come to get it over with.
Because like always looking over your shoulder kind of situation.
They got tired of it.
Right.
Dr. King got tired of it. Malcolm got tired of it. And I think they asked the Lord, just make sure when they hit me, they don't hit my daughter and children, my wife and children. You feel me? I don't ever want to get to the point where I'm that fatigued from the threat that it takes away my commitment to the struggle. Now, they never lost their commitment to the struggle. But they basically died before they died, if you understand what I'm saying. Because once you psychologically exhausted with the threat of death, there's nothing else to live for. I'm still struggling, but I'm not enjoying my life.
Gotcha.
My wife can't really enjoy me. My kids can't really enjoy me because my mind has become beaten down with the prospect of death. Remember, they bombed Dr. King house twice. They bombed Malcolm house the day before a week before he died, right? I don't ever want to get like that. So I discipline myself. I practice traditional African spirituality. I try to stay as rooted as possible. I need to do a better job, but that's my walk. The biggest thing that insulates me, though, is I believe I was born to do what I did, what I'm doing. I don't believe I was born to be nothing else but what I am right now. And because I believe that I'm on a God-given mission, And because I believe that the ancestors are helping me as much as possible to achieve the goals that I have in mind for my people, which is ultimately liberation for all African folks. If I die in the work, it was my destiny. And if I don't, it wasn't. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm content with whatever happens. But my comfort and peace of mind comes from knowing that this is the destiny I negotiated with God in heaven before I incarnated. So it don't really bother me.
So let me ask you this question, right? Just to go back to the dating outside your race. You once said that dating interracially is a form of self-hatred.
Absolutely.
Why do you believe that?
Absolutely. Because why do you want to stare in the face of a member of the people who have committed the greatest human atrocities against your people? These are the people.
Is that only specifically to white people, or do you mean if they date an Asian woman or Indian woman? Is that still the same?
Well, I got two answers. If we're dealing with white people,
right?
Why would you want one of them after what they've done to us and continue to do? Because your white girlfriend's still a racist. She still doesn't value black life. You understand? That white man Serena Williams is married to, he don't value black life. You understand? That white woman that took $1 billion from Tiger Woods. She don't value black life.
Thanks for the tip.
I could give you countless examples of people I've met in therapy who were called the N-word by white husbands and white wives. You understand me? White people who have sex with you. Didn't the slave master sleep with our mothers and grandmothers?
I'm gonna leave that right there. Salute to Cujo 340. Ain't nobody trying to kill. That's funny, bro. You get to drop it out. I think I concur with you. And then, guys, don't forget at the end I got a real short video of Dr. Umar. We were talking about. I mentioned early in yesterday's stream about I saw a clip of somebody making fun of Umar, and somebody told me who it was. This is cat named Gideon or something like that, who has a huge channel. But yeah, so I edited up a clip of that video. I thought it was pretty funny. Dale Day said she didn't know about the pen and money thing. Grown folk talk, let them know. Maybe that's a local thing, because sometimes we talk as if everything happens everywhere. But let me explain it for those if it's not a local thing. What people would do, and I know my Detroit people back me up on this, they would, if it was your birthday, they'd be like, oh, hey, it's Mona D's birthday. Mona D would walk around. I remember it in school in the 90s, but they still, the last time I worked in the office, they were still doing it as well. She would have a safety pin on her shirt. And then, y'all let me know if it's just some local shit. They put a safety pin on your shirt, and then what people would do is give you money. Like, oh shit, Mona D would walk by, I'd be like, what's up, Mona, it's your birthday. Here go $20 or whatever. And she would pin that money on her chest, and then more people give her money, and then the bigger the wad get. And then you put that shit in your pocket before you go home, and you get jacked in the parking lot. Let's get back to it.
Thanks
Let me grab
for the
this. Y'all let me know. That might just be a local thing. I'm talking as if, everything happens everywhere, and that's obviously not the case. Let's see. Salute to the truth. Now, hey, what you got, bro? Does anyone think Dr. Umar is a poor righteous teacher? I think I'm more. See, I'm one of those people, man. I chew the meat, spit out the bones, and this is just my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions as well. My thing with Umar, I'll listen to him for the things that I can learn about African history and things like that. Like, I'm not looking to him I don't agree with him on every single thing that he says. Again, that's normal though. I hate when people be like, "Oh, I don't agree with everything he says." You shouldn't agree with 100% everything. You shouldn't agree with 100% of the things that I say. Formulate your own opinions and thoughts. But I don't. He bothers a lot more people than he bothers me. I look at it for his teachings and maybe picking up some things that I haven't learned. But I don't look at him as like. I don't look to anybody as like, I don't know, a leader per se. Let's get back to it. Appreciate you, Truth.
So just because they land in the bed with you, what makes you think that they shed their racism? They don't. White people are racist. All white people are racist. There's no exceptions. Facts, they might not all be bigots, but they're all racist. Yeah. They all want their people to dominate unfairly the resources, the opportunities, and the privileges of this society.
So
every white person.
What about the people that just say love is love, right?
Okay, so
who believes love is love?
I mean, that's most people's answer. That
might be most black people. Love ain't love for most white folks. Everything white people do has a political purpose. Everything white people do has a political purpose.
Now, I believe this one from Kevin right here. Kevin said, Umar's a dude who's on surface seems extremely gifted, but if you were to see him offline, you figure out he's living his life. Now that I gotta see.
Bang! It's good!
I gotta see that, Kev. All right, let's get back to it, guys.
Ain't no love is love with white folks.
Would we be considered racist if we only date within our race?
No, that's what you call race loyalty. And racism is a group system.
Yeah.
Of exploitation, discrimination, oppression, bias
Okay, so it's
where
everywhere.
one group seeks to deny all members of another group their fair share of resources, opportunities, and privileges. You know why you can't be a racist? You don't own a damn thing white people need in order to live.
313-CAP-016, just subscribe. Salute.
General, I salute you.
Hit that subscribe button, y'all. We trying to close in on 50K.
True. White people need you for nothing, but you need them. Whose schools our kids go to? Theirs.
True.
Our money in whose banks? Theirs. Who's building the houses we need to rent and buy? Them. Who's shipping our stuff around the world that we need to order to live? Them. You follow me? They don't need us for shit. We need them for everything. We are as dependent on white people today as we was when slavery ended 157 years ago.
So,
in my opinion, if you talk to an integrationist, and say, how far have we come since slavery? Oh, we come very far. We got a black president. Now we got a black vice president. We got a black Supreme Court justice. We got about 10 black billionaires. We got about 100 black millionaires.
Ain't shit changing.
Because their definition of progress is based exclusively on superficial assets. Are you following me? Now that's the integrationist. Now you come to me, the nationalist, the Pan-African nationalist. How much progress have we made since slavery? Zero. But Dr. Umar, how can you say that? Black people got master's degrees, doctorate degrees, houses in white neighborhoods. We own our own businesses. We got millionaires. We got tech companies. Here's my question. To what extent are we now in a better position to protect and dictate the lives of our children?
Oh, my bad. I didn't even know. I apologize. Kofi, you was on Obsidian's show yesterday? I didn't even know, bro. Salute to you.
Today than we was when slavery ended. Let me ask it another way. When slavery ended, we owned 0.5% of all the wealth in America. Guess how much we own now?
The same.
1/2 of 1% of all the wealth in America. What the fuck has changed? Nothing at all but the appearance of things.
Right.
The only thing they did when they ended slavery is change the way it looked. They traded in slavery. Before the 13th Amendment, we were owned by individuals. We was the property of individual slaveholders. After the 13th Amendment, we became property of the government itself. We are slaves of the state.
So
still not free.
Let me ask you a question, because
in other words, if you walk out here right now and a police officer pulls you over and takes your life, God forbid, unjustifiably,
we learned it.
How was that any better than you being on the plantation picking cotton and the overseer just decides to get off his horse and blow your damn brains out? 157 years apart. Was there any difference in the power dynamic?
Hell no.
Nothing at all.
You're right.
We are exactly where we were.
There's no ramifications.
Power is the measuring stick, y'all. Not education, not income, not billionaires and millionaires. How many black people on TV, Obamas and Kamalas? That's irrelevant. How much power do we have to force white people to leave us the hell alone? And do we have any more now than we had in 1865?
I don't see it.
Moving.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask a question real quick, because a lot of people say that Obama got in office and he did nothing for black people. Do you think he had the power to do anything when he was president?
I want to ask a question before that question. Do I think he had the power?
Yeah.
Yes and no. Major changes, he didn't have the power.
Right.
Minor changes, he did. For example, Barack Obama could have got us more black teachers. Barack Obama could have did something about the special education exploitation of our children. He could have done something about the suspensions and expulsions. He could have fought for better schools and more black educators, because everybody agrees that the schools are a problem. Do you understand? Everybody agreed that the schools. Obama didn't do nothing about that. You follow me? He could have done something about black homelessness. He didn't. Now, for the black middle class, he threw them a couple bones and allowed them to buy a house and that kind of shit, if you consider that progress, right?
Right.
But overall, did he systemically change anything for black people? Not at all. But did he systemically change anything for gay people? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But don't you think it's easier for one to do that because of the power that they possess? Because of, you know what I mean, there's white people, Asian people that's in that community.
Okay, possibly. But here's my question for you then. Let's say Obama had no power to change nothing. Let's just say that. Then why would you vote for him for your presidency?
I was ignorant to how that whole system worked. When I first voted, I just turned 18. You know what I mean? So as I'm learning more, I realized that it goes through a vote and you need certain seats, people in these seats to push bills through. He didn't have that. Even Biden now, where we voted in these seats, he's still not doing nothing for black people.
But you know what the difference is? Presidents have executive privilege. Barack Obama could have signed executive orders to do things for black people that he did not do. Remember, Biden gave the Asians an executive order before Congress gave them a law. He gave the Native Americans an executive order before Congress gave them the law. You follow what I'm saying? Donald Trump gave the Hispanics, the Latinos, an executive order before. You understand? Obama could have used the power of his pen. And here's my one thing against Barack Obama. My one thing. You're right. I'm not going to slight him for not changing anything. I'm going to slight him for not even trying. Do you see the difference?
Definitely.
You the president of student government at college. You didn't get nothing done. But guess what, brother? I salute you because I saw you fight for me. You feel me? You didn't get nothing done, but I saw you fight for me.
I'm gonna let the video rock, but can we please it's like 40, almost 50 people watching for free. Can I get 20 people to hit the like button? I don't need 100%. Can I get 20 people to hit the like button, please? Let's get back to it.
Every time I turn on the television, Barack Obama talking about homosexuals. Like they the only people in the country. That's all he talked about. Middle-class white people, homosexuals, women, and immigrants. That's all he cared about. Black people got no attention from him, but that's why the white man put him in there. When Obama was running for office, I'm one of the only scholars of public stature that said when he's done, we're going to be worse off than we was before he got in there. You go to I did a lecture at Black and Nobel bookstore in Philadelphia. It's on YouTube. Go watch it. People still watching now. They say, Dr. Umar, everything you said in the Obama, and this is why he was running, everything you said about him, it has all come to pass. Why? I'm not no genius, but what I do know is every time we get elected officials, the condition of black people gets worse. It never gets better. Rarely do we do better when somebody black gets elected.
You don't think he was personally hand-selected, especially after the whole Bush situation?
Yeah. They selected Barack Obama to make make the black community in America safe for homosexuality. And they needed him internationally when back Africa support because America needs Africa's resources. So he was a stooge and a puppet. He knows it, but he did it willingly. You know, I'm sure he has trouble sleeping at night sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But my point, again, if he has no power, and if you claim your vote, see, both things can't be true. Either your vote is important, or Obama should have never been elected because he ain't got the power to do nothing. You see that? You can't have a vote. You can't say my vote means everything to me, but I'm going to use it on a man who can't do anything for me.
That's actually a fairly good point. I actually have to agree with that.
It can't be both ways. I'm going to be honest with you. And I don't blame Barack Obama. To his credit, he never said he would do nothing for black people. Do you understand me?
Face value.
When Jesse Jackson ran for president, 84, 88, he said he would do something for black people. When Al Sharpton ran, he said he would do something for black people. When Barack Obama ran, he made sure he didn't mention black people. Even in his presidential address, he wouldn't even mention Dr. King by name. He just said a preacher from Georgia. He wouldn't even say his name. Obama stayed as far away from black issues as possible. So to his credit, he didn't lie to us. We projected onto him this messianic complex that's failed us. Because guess what? You know what? Do you think Joe Biden would have ignored black people if we didn't let Obama do it for 8 years? Do you think Donald Trump would have ignored black people if we didn't let Obama do it for 4 years, for 8 years? You will never get another president's attention anymore. Because the whole world watched black America catch hell and give Barack Obama a pass for 8 years. The worst thing we could have ever done was publicly say it was okay.
How do we bring
for him
value
to not do nothing and just be black?
How do we bring value back into our vote?
Yeah,
You have to organize it along racial lines.
I thought it was disrespectful.
Get out the Democratic Party.
When Joe Biden, when he was asked by Charlemagne, why should black people vote for you? And he's just like, well, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Like that wasn't an answer. He just was like, yo.
It was disrespectful, but you know why? And he didn't get no flack from it.
He didn't.
But you know why he was comfortable enough to say that? Because the Democratic Party has owned the black vote since 1933.
That's correct.
This is 2023. So in another 9 years, we would have voted Democrat for a century. What have the Democrats done so great that we owe them our vote for 100 years, brothers? 100 years. 100 years.
That's a great question.
You see that? Get out to your question. Get out the Democratic Party. Get out the Republican Party. Black people need to become independents, and we need to run and finance our own independent candidates. So when you become mayor of New York, when you become governor of New York, when you become a city council or state rep, you're going to do whatever the black community tells you to do because you don't owe nobody nothing. You didn't take no money from the Rockefellers. You ain't take no money from Chase Manhattan. See that? You ain't take no money from Morgan Stanley. You ain't take no money from Walmart. You ain't take no money from Hyundai. You ain't take the money from McDonald's. You are a free candidate. The problem with our elected officials is 99% of them show up in office already enslaved by the dollar of another man.
Bro.
So how can...
We up there celebrating, he's the new mayor of New York City, like the guy y'all got now?
Sure. And let me just interject something real quick. Again, I'm not into politics. I won't even act like I am. But that's one of the things that's always baffled me when people have these discussions about politics, whether left or right. It's hard for me to take any of these politicians seriously when they're all in their what's the words I'm looking for? I can't think of the correct word. But politicians are paid. It's a correct term for it. It's escaping me right now. But all these politicians are paid. They're owned by these humongous corporations who give them money. Hey, take this $800,000, this $500,000 to Koch brothers and whoever. Take this money and do what we say. And it's so obvious in American politics. At least it seems like in other politics, in other political systems in foreign nations, that at least they try to cover it up. But here in America, it's obvious. All our politicians are being funded by private entities. But in America, we just like, hey, it's just part of the game, man. And I just never agree with the notions of, I guess, best of having two poor choices. Oh, well, this one is worse than the other one. I'm not going to pick it because they're not as bad as the other one. Just wanted to say that real quick.
Ain't he a former police officer?
Yeah.
What we vote for him for? He's a damn cop. No disrespect to him. He might be a nice guy.
Y'all know
but you fraternal order of police?
His color is blue.
So thank you. So what we vote for him for? Because black people love to be.
How can an independent party win them? Because if
you don't need to win. In fact, you don't even need the party. You just need an independent political union. In other words, let's say we're a numerical minority, right?
Right.
We could run an independent. We never gonna win because whites got more votes than us and Latinos now got more votes than us, right?
Yeah.
We don't have to win. We're going to leverage our votes. We're going to have a political town hall meeting with all the major candidates: Republican Party, Democratic Party, Libertarian, Green Party, right? Say this is New York City. We got 4 million black votes. And we putting them all in one place. We are not splitting. Do not divide the black vote. Put it together. We're going to ask y'all some questions. After y'all leave, we're going to talk about y'all behind y'all back. We're going to have a big community town hall debate. But when we walk out of here, we agree that majority rules.
Right.
And whichever one of y'all we vote for, that's who's going to get the votes. And if you do not deliver on what you promised, very next election, you're gone. They're going to have to deliver. Can they survive without your 4 million votes? Hell no. Hell no.
That's why they said save us for the end and start stupid shit to make us happy.
Listen, here's what y'all need to understand. Nobody wants an organized black vote. Let me say that again. No black governor candidate wants an organized black vote. No black U.S. Senate candidate. No black U.S. rep. No state rep, state senator, city council. Nobody, black or white, in politics wants an organized black vote. You want to know why? Because you now got the power to hold them accountable. If we was organized, your mayor would have to go to war with the police department on our behalf. He wouldn't have a choice, or he's going to be unseated.
Right.
Do you understand me? You think he wants y'all to be organized?
I love y'all.
These handkerchief head-ass black politicians who don't fight for us in these governmental systems, do you really think they want your vote to be organized? You will make them turn their slave master into an enemy.
Do you think that's why they give women and trans people so much leverage when it comes to like separating them from an actual like black man or the black family?
Yes. I do think they want the black female vote because she's the biggest constituency in our community, right? Brothers don't vote, brothers in jail, brothers know the vote ain't gonna mean shit until we organize it. So yes, they would rather have a black female vote than a black community vote, hands down, because black women vote more than black men.
That's a fact.
And that's why we need our sisters to come back into the fold and say, you know what? We're not voting as women. We voting as black people. And we voting with our men. Do you know how powerful that would be?
Right.
If black men and black women stop the dumb shit on social media and say, we're going to fight because we got a common enemy, white supremacy, and we're going to put our votes behind a candidate who offers to do the most for us, that would be revolutionary.
Definitely.
So speaking of that, I've seen a video of yours where you said that feminism has conditioned black women to view black men as the enemy.
It has. Feminism was financed by the CIA. Gloria, what was her name? Gloria Steinem, I think she was.
Right, yeah.
Mother of modern feminism, because traditional feminism goes back to the 1800s, right? With Susan B. Anthony and those white supremacists. But Gloria Steinem was a CIA agent. They financed her. Her first feminist magazine they paid for. The CIA brought feminism into the white household to get the woman out the house, and into the black household to turn the black woman against the black man.
Zaddy, you guys are killing it in the chat. Zaddy was right. Bro, we got to do this. Bro, we talked about this, bro. I'm going to make people start changing their name. No, you're a channel member. I can't make you do nothing. Zaddy was right. Says, we can literally get all the black people together. How much time do we spend on TikTok, on Facebook, on IG, on Twitter? We are literally connected now. We don't talk about anything important. Bro, facts, man. And I'll take it a step further. That's why I don't do people. I get invites all the time for like the panel shows, because I really don't see the point in them. Just a bunch of people over talking each other about nonsense, or not even if it's good conversation. I'm with it if it's actually a good conversation. But I watched the Lapeef show, man, and there's no disrespect to them. No disrespect to them. Everyone has their own style of content, and people like what they like. But they were talking about, man, what were they talking about? It was, I can't even remember the crux of the conversation, man, but it was alluding to some nonsense, like which one is more of the table. And I just kind of thought that was a passing conversation, but it was talking for this shit like an hour. I was like, dog, what are we talking about here? That's why I'd rather just do my channel. We can have this conversation ourselves, man. But you're right, man. You're right. So many people, I'll never forget, I'll get right back to it. Kevin Samuels had that. Y'all remember that one chick on there? She was like from Jacksonville. She was a dropout, had like 3 kids, and she was all kind of messed up. And she was like, I don't really have a job and I'm addicted to social media. And KS was like, how the hell you don't even have your GED and a job, but you're addicted to social media. You got time for social media and don't have time for a job? I'll make the exact same correlation, man. Let's get back to it, bro.
To scapegoat us for problems caused for her by white supremacy.
So, obviously, a big thing, obviously, we spoke about the gender wars, earlier. Obviously, there's a lot of conversation nowadays about, the value of what a woman brings and the value of what a man brings in a relationship. And now there's a lot more rhetoric from our women that we hear is, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, right? So,
that's pain speaking, though.
Right.
Because most black women know they will never get a man. A black woman can have sex whenever she wants.
Right.
Because she's beautiful. She can have a bed mate, but to have a soul mate, she may never get. I have 2 daughters, 11 and 20, right? My oldest will be 21 this week. Statistically, right? There's a strong chance my daughter could be one of those. I hope she's not. She could be one of those who never get a husband, because only 1 out of 4 gets a husband. You see that? So when a black woman says, I don't need a man, that is a reaction to the reality that I may not get a man.
So why not preach? Because I understood, you're obviously against interracial relations when it comes to black men with black women. With white women.
With all women. You should only be with the black woman.
And you will say, well, if you can't find a good woman in America, there's
somewhere else.
In Africa.
Absolutely.
So why not teach that same rhetoric to our women? Like,
I do.
If you feel
I tell sisters all the time, go to Africa. So I know sisters who marry. I just spoke with her sister. She invited me to the wedding. She just married a brother from the continent.
So, but instead of saying they will never get married,
I'll take sisters to Africa who married brothers they met in Africa.
Right.
So yeah,
I think there's plenty. I think there's obviously plenty of black men,
yes,
black women. So
and what I also tell black women, if
married,
you're going to go get you an African man from the continent,
right,
you're going to have to understand that the way in which you talk to black men in America will not be tolerated over there.
Why the fuck is it tolerated? It's not tolerated here. That's what we're trying to tell them.
Well, over here, I want to say this to us, though. Because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for. Let's be honest. The black woman has had to hold down the black house by herself, although imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s. You understand me? Most of our children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down. Or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be a man. You ain't got to work, or you ain't got to pay the bills, or whatever Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality. We created that, and then we want to act like we didn't play a role.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection. See, what you're saying, you're selecting a poor mate. And what I'm saying is they don't have much to select one, so of course she's going to end up with a poor mate. And why is she going to end up with a poor mate? Because we as black men are not raising black boys to be the men that our women need. We are not.
I guess the question I have at Umar, I think we finally get into the relationship part. I was rubbing my hands like Birdman waiting for it yesterday, even though I really did enjoy yesterday's stream. Let's get back to it. But my question is, why aren't those black men in the home? That's what I want to, hopefully they expound upon that. But let me grab this super chat here. Somebody said, Reppin says, I would love to hear you, Tommy. Yo, man. But here's the thing about myself, man. Like, I don't know, man, because I said this in the chat earlier. I was in Obsidian stream one day, just like in the chat, and I said something, and he called me out. He was like, "Do better." He was like, "Yeah, man, I love your content. Me and you need to collab." And I was like,
"Hey, yo, what the fuck?"
Like Obsidian, like, dude, I'm surprised he even knew who I am, man. So I'm not gonna lie, when I see those type names and Tommy Sotomayor, I'm a little intimidated because these dudes been on YouTube forever, bro. I just hit a year, and I just do silly reactions, man. But yeah, I appreciate it nonetheless, bro. Let's see. Let me grab the super chat here. I see the pandas. You stupid TP. Let's see. Let me grab this one here. What you got, Cujo? This is why I don't fuck with it. There you go.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Y'all sensed it. Everybody antennas went up, and I was like, here we go. Here we go. Let's get to it.
Bang! It's good.
Seatbelts, people.
Turbulence, people.
Let's get back to home real quick. Y'all are nuts, man. The Scent Whisperer J, stop, bro. Stop distracting me. H. Louise, what you got, bro? That's where he lost me. I'm sorry. Look. I like how everybody, we all been listening to everybody at the same time is like,
"Hey, yo, what the fuck?"
This bitch talking about Umar. All right, let's get back to it. Y'all are dumb. All at the same time, everybody like, that's where you lost me, bro. You're losing me. You losing me. Let's get back to it. Appreciate all the super chats. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button and subscribe, man. We on the road to 50K.
They out there killing themselves right now. What we doing about it? Unemployed black males, what we doing about it? Pants sagging, weed smoking, what we doing about it? Black men are not raising black boys to be the men our community needs. That is 100% our fault. What I'm saying is she got a right to be angry with us. She got a right to be angry with us. We have not been on our job as black men. If the men are the providers, what have we been providing for our community? I'm not speaking you individually.
Yes.
Because you may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. But guess what? What are we doing for the community? What are we doing for the children who don't have a father? You don't think the black woman got a right to be angry when she's been raising 2/3 of the kids by herself for 50 years? And the minute she raised her voice, we say she's not humble enough? She had to become masculine to survive the rape, the molestation, the domestic abuse. Are you telling me you can't see how we created that?
I understand that, but she needs to be
If we was
more
loving
selective.
our women and taking care of our women, do you think she would be like that? That personality has a history.
If she's picking Pookie and Ray Ray instead of
You're making her a scapegoat.
No, she's picking a scapegoat.
Here we go. There you go, Joe. Y'all stupid, man. There's zero accountability for women, says Team Peterson. Facts, bro. Let's see. We got a super chat here. Gene Irv 305, man. Salute to Miami. I think that's Miami 305. I'm not gonna play the drop. Salute. I was up and I lost it. Salute to you, Gene. Umar has definitely lost me for real too. I like every dude is in here. We was rocking with Umar. Everybody was like, "Oh, here we go, here we go, here go the bullshit." Everybody's like, "All right, I'm done." Everybody's hopping off the train. People are getting up out the movie theater. This is not my cup of tea. Let's get back to it, man. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button.
No.
There's good quality men that they ignore.
Why she even got it? Why is there even a Pookie in the selection?
You gotta ask her.
No. I'm gonna tell you why there's a Pookie in the selection.
Why?
Because black men have abandoned black boys and have allowed social media, white media, athletes, and rappers to raise them. That's why she with Pookie. If we never allowed Pookie to develop, she would not have a Pookie. If we're going to be men, the first thing we got to do is take responsibility for why our women feel the way they feel.
I can hear that.
I'm
and I
not
can respect
saying that they're right to disrespect, because even if a woman disrespects me, right, that still don't give me a right to disrespect her, because she's still the queen of the community. Even if she not acting like it, I'm going to give her that respect. But when I hear brothers talk like this discourse we having now, we act like we don't understand.
No,
There's reasons for that shit.
I do understand. Women are so valuable. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think women ground men and help them, propel to the next level. I think men get further in life with a woman, right? But if I'm a hardworking man, but I'm only looked at as resources, and then she's ready to jump on Tom, Dick, and Harry because he got flash, he's shining a little bit more, his access to money is quicker than mine. It's kind of hard to have that.
Well, one. All right, let me grab this super chat here. Salute to Kofa, and this is what I like to see, man, because it's easy to say.
Thanks for the
what
tip.
Other people aren't doing when you don't have to show your work. You know what I mean? Because I see that a lot. Sometimes in the chat yesterday, people were saying, "Oh, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this," and I said yesterday in the stream, I'm like, well, the same thing could be said about you if no one knows about your acts. And I'm not saying you have to do something specifically. Antonio Smith, salute.
General, I salute you.
Thank you for the subscription. Hit the subscribe button. And I'm not saying that you have to do something and put it on the internet solely to show, hey, what I'm doing. But this is what I like to see. Kofa says, here's why I volunteer. Things are being done in the community. Facts, man. Check Kofa out. That's just one thing I like to see. I hate when people say, oh, wait, what is he doing? What is he doing? Motherfucker, what are you doing? Besides being in the chat. And if you are doing something, let us know, man. I'm not trying to denigrate anybody what they're doing. I don't know what none of you motherfuckers doing, but that's just one thing I said it yesterday, I'll just say that again. I would at least like people putting their money where their mouth is, So let's get back to it. Let's grab the super chat here. I think I missed a couple of them. Okay, I got the homie Gene. It's funny how everybody at once was like, oh, he lost me. Bella, what you got? Bella Rings. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Bella Rings. Bella Ring says, Umar would agree with Sherry Shepherd wives. No.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
That's a good comment, Bella Rings. And you're right. I forgot all about that Sherry Shepherd. Can we borrow your husband? Bitch, no. That's the thing, Bella. That's what I think. Hey, Bella Ring. Some of these single ladies out here, can they borrow Mr. Rings? Can they borrow your husband? Bella sitting there pregnant like, bitch. You can't say it, Bella. I say it for you.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Let's get back to it. Let me grab this other super chat here. Hotter than fish grease. I love that, Kofa. He's hotter than fish grease. I'm almost tempted to steal it, but it's too good. I'll never do that. Salute to Project Leroy. He says, Umar having patience versus wasting our time are two different things. Umar not once pointed to himself when he added to the single mother culture. Oh.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I might have to drop. I'll be forgetting I got this drop, man.
Thanks for the tip.
A great point, Project Leroy. And somebody else was in the chat saying, man, it was Young Jay. I see you, bro. Y'all are nuts, man. Young Jay's 216s. Marry your baby mama, Umar. Facts. What are you doing with your kid? Big on the end, man. That's what you got to do, man. You got to kind of have to watch what you say, man, about this parenting and all that kind of stuff, man. Well, let's see here. Especially, people going to call you on that. Appreciate you, Project Leroy. I think that was the last one that I had. I think someone else, there's another one. Says, get the rocks. Oh, no. Not yet, Project Leroy. How quickly he jumped to black. Yeah. And that's one thing I hate, man. And I'm not really going to get into it this second, but I hate the fact, we talked about this before, about celebrities being the face of black people, being the ones that the media goes. I said this years ago. I can't stand Cardi B. I'm not even talking about talent. Like, I hate what she represents, that ghetto, loudmouth, and I don't even think she's black, but somehow speaks for black people. Ratchetness. I hate that ratchet behavior is praised in our community. I hate the fact that you can't show a video. A woman can't be on screen without shaking her ass. If it's a situation where she can show her butt, she gonna shake it. I hate the ratchet culture, man. But Jesus. My head hurts. So to you, Casino, he says, yo, Umar trying to get those females to donate for that school.
Thanks for the tip.
Rest in power, KS. You can't make this shit up. Facts, man. Facts, man. Think about that, bro. Rest in peace to the Godfather. I'm going to translate. Hell no, Theo. You funny, Bella Reed. All right, let me see. Grab this other one here. Salute to the homie Sean Jackson. Salute to you, KC. No, that's my Detroit brother, man. Great to have you. Sean Jackson repping NYC. What you got, Sean? The problem with men like Dr. Umar and many in the black community is that they want to treat productive black men like a servant class with no authority, then wonder why they leave or just do them. Bro, that's a great observation, man. That's a great observation, bro. No one wants to be a servant class citizen. Nobody wants to be a servant class at all. But you want the men who are supposed to have who take on all the priorities, well, not priorities. Take on the entire thing, being the leader, being a protector. You want us to sacrifice ourselves, but then also can't run I'm the first person to die if somebody break in the house, but I can't tell her to go make me a sandwich. Like, come on, man. You're absolutely right. Appreciate you, Mr. Jackson. We get right back to it. I think we got one more. Cardi B is Spanish. Yeah, man. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I was saying. I lost my train of thought for a second. I apologize. That's what I was saying about Cardi B. I hate the fact, that's what I was saying. I don't even like Cardi B. I've never respected her as an artist. I hate the fact that she never got charged for anything, how she blatantly admitted to drugging men and letting them sleep with like trans people or thinking, y'all know what I'm talking about. But it always blew my mind. I don't like Joe Budden. Joe Budden. I don't really like Joe Budden either. I meant Joe Biden. But Joe Biden, I didn't vote for Joe Biden. Whatever. I don't care about them politicians like that. But I said all that to say this. It still blew my mind all those years ago when there was a stream of Cardi B talking to the president. I was like, why the fuck is she talking to the president? Why? Oh, we have a sit down with Lil Wayne and Obama. Like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Get Lil Weezy the fuck out of here. Put Weezy in the booth.
Thanks for the tip.
I'll listen to him in the booth. And this is something I know I talked about somebody a lot of people don't like was Boyce Watkins, but that's something Boyce Watkins used to say for years. Why is it that our intellectuals, our intellectual leaders, why aren't those people, the Dr. Claude Andersons, why aren't those the people who are representing or talking to these elected officials? If you don't get Lil Weezy the fuck out of here, I just never understood that, man. Let me grab these other super chats. Appreciate you, Sean. And I think I had one more from both sections must take accountability. Facts, Angie. Dr. Umar shoe program. I can't do it right now.
I agree with you, but that's not all systems.
No, it's not.
And if you're constantly running into that type of woman, then the problem is you because you're attracting a certain low vibrational energy. Why
not have that same energy for women? You just again, you have
because
the man
we having a conversation as men.
Yeah,
I got plenty of interviews with all women where I check them too.
Right.
But as a man, you should not be concerned about what I say to them. No, as men, we should be concerned of what we're going to do to produce a better generation of black males for tomorrow. That's the only, that is where we should be focusing.
Women bring the choice of life, right? We understand that, right? I can't have a child unless a woman agrees.
And she can't carry one if you didn't put it in her.
I agree with that 100% too, right? But whether or not, if you want that child or not, she can still make that decision. It's only up to her.
If you don't put a seed in her, nothing else happens. And no woman can make you put a seed in her. So the original act was the responsibility of a man.
True. I mean,
I see that.
So did black men willingly leave the household, or was it the system that was
it was systemic?
All right. So how if we giving them grace for them having to do it without us, but it wasn't our fault, how are we not getting that same grace and that same respect?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because black men, as the leaders of the community, now
we can't be leaders.
Here's the question we gotta make.
That?
Here's the question. Because the argument y'all make feeds into the feminist agenda.
Okay.
It's an argument that says, I don't want the responsibility.
I'm a leader.
I don't want to fix shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fall back and let her run everything. That's what the feminists tell. They say, look at them, making excuses for why they can't be better men, making excuses for why they can't make better men. You understand? Your argument feeds the feminist narrative.
That's
not dangerous.
That's not what we're making excuses for.
I'm saying I am the better man, but I shouldn't be held responsible because you wanted to choose a Pookie and a Ray Ray. That's not me. I work too hard in my
go
life.
Back to what I said. Pookie and Ray Ray shouldn't exist. And the only reason why Pookie and Ray Ray exist because we're not in the community making those boys the men they need to be. Do you
All
see
right.
that?
And,
she don't get a Pookie if you didn't allow a Pookie.
But she got an Eli. She ain't come to Eli. She went to Pookie. And that's what we're trying to say.
She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow
I worked too
one.
hard in my life.
All right.
She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
No, I get what he's trying to say, but now I think we're caught in the argument of the chicken and the egg. Which one became first, Pookie or his mother? Like, I'll let you rock for a second.
Men supposed to make raise the boys.
Right. We
Rites
as
of
men,
passage.
we as men is holding other men accountable for the same thing that you talking about right now.
What are we doing for the young brothers in the street? So
what you mean, mentoring them? Now I mean, he's a great father.
I ain't talking that's individual. That's good, but that's individualism.
Yeah.
What are we doing collectively as men to change the trajectory for black boys in the streets right now?
Thanks for the tip.
I believe
Nothing.
We're being
but
a voice.
talking shit.
Yeah, I mean, you could take it.
It's
as
not
that.
going to get better unless we put hands on deck. The reason the athletes and the rappers are the role models is the professional black man moved out the hood. Where the dentist at? He ain't in the black community no more. Where the lawyer at? Where the business owner at? Where your city council person at? We abandon black boys, and then we blame black men for poor choices in mates that they should not even have to make if we did a better job raising our boys the right way. At the end of the day, if I'm gonna call myself a man, the ultimate responsibility for reconstruction of the black community rests with me. Yes, they have a role. Yes, they have responsibility. But as a man, as a leader, to say I can't fix this shit unless she changes, that's not the definition of a man.
I don't see. I think
I disagree. Umar kind of lost me with that one. I was trying to rock with him, but he kind of lost me with that one. You guys, let me know in the chat what you guys are thinking. Mark says, appreciate the super chat, Mark. I got you, bro. Mark says, Umar wants us to buy the restaurant, but we can't question the bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
I'm gonna read that. That was so good. I'm gonna read it again. Mark says Umar wants us to buy the restaurant, but we can't question the employees.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Facts, Mark. Facts, man. And that's not how this works, Umar. It's not in reality, man. And I think someone else said he wants the men to be servants. He wants men to be the underclass and be servants, but you can't question. That's crazy, bro. Appreciate you, Mark. Let me grab this other super chat here. Not still a decision that there will be bad apples in every community. Yeah, it's facts. Umar dropping logical fallacies at this point, says Stewart. I see you, bro. Y'all hear this? Salute to the homie Cujo 340 down in the Virgin Islands. I see you, big bro. Jamela Reigns, get him off the screen. Y'all ain't having it, bro. Y'all are not having it. Let me see. Make sure I didn't miss any more. Let's see. Did I get? Oh, you know, that's still, I'm sorry. I missed one from Sean Jackson. I got you, Sean. Let's see. Sean with the $5 super chat says he needs to say the energy.
Thanks for the tip.
The actual father. And I agree, man. I mean, I'm trying to look at it from an aspect. I'm trying to look at it from a different thought process than I would have myself. I'm trying to look at it from a communal aspect and, you know, raising in the village, raising the people. I guess that's probably my best way to articulate it. But I ain't trying to raise nobody else's baby, man.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks
like,
if,
you know, Lord forbids, you know, something to happen, you know, to my siblings, whatever. I'll take in I got 6 nieces and nephews. I'll take in all 6 of them. If, you know, something like that, if need be, because those are my blood, that's my family. But just, no, man, people are not responsible for other people's children, man. You would like to think that even those guys who don't have fathers, there would be some type of decent male role model. But we need to also get into why these men aren't with their children in the first place. There's going to be some percentage of just piece of crap dudes, pookies, who just won't do right. That's why I said, even though I hate it, we still have to have the child support system, because we have to have it for the lowest of the lowest of the low form of pookies. I hate the fact that the child support system has been so normalized that we just like, oh yeah, he's on child support, it's no big deal. But yeah, man, I just have a hard time wrapping my head around the fact that it's everybody's responsibility to raise these bastards that we didn't create. I'm sorry. This is my opinion. I'm trying to look at it from a different perspective other than my own, but I'm struggling. Appreciate you, Sean Jackson. I got Cujo. Cujo's funny, bro. This is what I'm thinking, says Bella. I can see that. Bella, I can see that. Let's see. Casino 24 says, Joker Tank all the way. What's this talking about?
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Yeah, man, I was rocking with him. I was rocking with him at first. At first, I was like,
"Good job, my brother. We rocking with you."
But now I'm like,
"Hey, yo, what the fuck?"
Let's see. Let's get. Appreciate you, Casino. That's my Detroit. That's my Detroit dog, man. What up, though? Let's see. Cujo, what you got? Cujo with the $5 super chats. He says, no young niggas in the hood know who the fuck Umar is. What he talking about? That's a good observation as well, man. You're right, Cujo. Let me see, make sure I didn't miss any more. Sheila, yes, with 8 kids. Who the hell got 8 kids, bro? What the hell are you talking about, Project Leroy? All right, let's get back to it, guys. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button and subscribe to the channel, man.
I think we're on two different accords. Like, I don't think we're saying that. What I'm saying is I'm capable of being that leader, that provider. I've worked hard in my life. You get what I'm saying? I should not have to do.
You still go back to individualism.
But I only feel like we tell black men that we have to now deal with masculine women with children.
Why is she masculine? Because she's had to raise the kids alone. Not one woman,
So
brother. A whole community.
So you mean to tell me the only woman I could look forward in my life is a masculine woman that has kids by other men?
No.
That's what I have to look forward to?
But I'm telling you, mistakes made by black men systemically gave rise to the conditions that allowed her to be masculine and made her end up with a man that you consider to be less than what he should be. And I'm telling you, black men are responsible for her being masculine because we have not helped her raise them children.
I am
and
not.
when I say help them raise them children, I don't mean you as the stepdad.
No, I
mean you as an active member in the community where we go to every single parent black mother and say, how many sons you got? 2? How many sons you got? 2? Well, guess what? That's your son's big brother. That's your son's big brother. He taking them to school. He doing the homework. He gonna spend a couple hours with them every Saturday. He got his own kids too, but he gonna make time for you. She got masculine because she had to become masculine in order to deal with the rape, the abuse, the domestic violence, the disappointments that men had in her life, and also raising those kids and have to take care of herself all at the same time. The black woman has been the be-all, end-all in our community for half of a century, and now we want to turn around and say because she didn't do it perfectly enough or remain feminine enough when she had to absorb our responsibilities plus her own, that's insensitive and disingenuous.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, I guess I do understand what I understand what you're saying.
I'm not taking
you
nothing
have
back from
yet
that.
to tell me something that we've done systemically to combat that. Because you keep saying me and her. I don't care about me and her.
But there's plenty
women
of
and men. Women and men as a group in the community. You understand?
Right.
We gave birth to that. You see? So you say she had a couple kids already because she met men. She probably thought they was good. Some of them. They left her.
She knew they wasn't good.
You don't know that, bro.
She knew they wasn't good.
And I'll say this as well. I'm with Eli. No, Grace, ladies. If I gotta get it together, so do you. I'll say this. I wouldn't mind. And I've said this before, and I'm kind of thinking about this in myself. I need to do with Kofa. I've been saying it for years that I would love to do some type of volunteer work, or something like that, because my mom always volunteered. When I always thought it was weird, my mom would always make time to volunteer every week. Somewhere she was volunteering. And I always thought that was weird, but I can kind of see that now, especially if you have the time and the flexibility to make your own schedule, which I possess. So I kind of really don't have any excuse. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually going to look into it. I would love to be part of like some mentor because I have my dad. I had my dad and have my dad still to this day. So, and I've said that there's nowhere I don't know what type of man I would become without my father, without Big Theo. But I know there's so many other people out here who didn't have their fathers. So many people in my family, so many of my cousins didn't have their father growing up. So I would like to be a part of some mentoring program. And I'm actually thinking about, I actually need to look into that today because I don't want to be a man that's talking about it. I want to be a man of action. There's talkers and doers. Talkers, I don't hate talkers. I'm just a doer. So I wouldn't mind participating in that, spending some time trying to help out boys, especially those boys who didn't have their dads, because those are the ones that end up being pookies and railways. But at the same day, you can't force it on people. You can't make it an obligation. I'll be fine volunteering my time, but the minute somebody said, hey, Theo, you have to do this, I'm like,
hey, yo, what the fuck?
Kick the biggest of rocks. You know what I mean? Back to it, guys. Appreciate it.
Making assumptions about her. Would you make the same assumption if she was a white woman?
Yes, I would.
So you say.
No,
come on, man. Nah. Come on.
Listen,
woman accountable.
So you say.
Listen, like I said, I feel like as a black man.
We don't hold them all accountable because black men date outside their race more than every other man put together.
I said we.
Y'all three?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can't disprove that because I don't know you personally.
Even that, if we look at the numbers, black men marry black women at an 87% rate, where black women marry outside of their race, or they marry outside at a 92%.
Black women do not. No, you're wrong.
That's percentages of
You're wrong.
That's not that much.
Black women do not marry out the race more than black men.
I'm not saying that, but the percentages ain't that far off. That's what I'm saying.
Black women have one of the highest, fastest growing interracial marriage rates, but her interracial marriage rate pales in comparison to what black men have been doing interracially for 4 or 5 decades. You understand? She don't even come close to what we're doing interracially.
Black fathers are in the home more than any other group or race.
Okay. But what
that has no value?
It does have value, but we're going to put that up against the other statistic. 2/3 of our kids are being raised by the women. 2/3 of our kids are being raised by the women. And like I said, when I say being raised, I'm not saying it needs to be a father. I would like a father in that house, but I know it's not enough of us to go around.
Yeah.
We are not even being accountable to the boys in the hood. And we're complaining about the women.
I argue with women
who are making babies with the irresponsible men that we didn't raise correctly. That's bullshit.
All right.
That's wimp-ass, weak man shit. Take responsibility for our shit. Stop scapegoating them.
Yeah, I could agree to that.
All I'm saying is look at all we could be doing better, man. Half the black boys in the 4th grade can't read. What black men doing about that systemically?
Not enough.
I know what I'm doing about it. I'm building a school for it, 2 of them. But systemically, as black men, what are we doing about that? Nothing.
They go to school.
Black boys are the most unemployed teenager in America. What black men doing about that?
Don't go.
Pookie and Ray Ray, you kept talking about? We letting them raise right before our eyes, and then we want to criticize us for ending up with one when we should have made sure there were none.
Listen, we all got choices. Just like if I choose to live a lifestyle,
You're dealing with individualism again. I can't
but that's
deal with
part
that.
of choices.
No, it's not. We have to deal with this systemically. He brought up a question earlier, and he said, "Did we make these problems on our own, or was there some systemics involved?" It was systemics.
Okay.
In 1970, they shut down the factories. They took out the industrial building jobs. 1980, dropped off the crack and the AIDS. 1990, the Bill Clinton crime bill. There's systemic factors at play. You totally divorce your analysis from any systemic factors at all. You ain't mentioned one. You keep talking about her and Pookie and Ray Ray with the kids. You ain't said shit about the systemics. That's exactly what white folks want you to do. That's what white folks want you to do.
I'm saying that
ignore
I have made
what I've done to your women and scapegoat her. Because that's what she's doing to you. She's ignoring what the system did to you. And she's going to scapegoat you.
And
We're both scapegoating each other.
Okay, that's fair.
Your analysis is feeding the gender war. It's not solving it.
Listen,
Let me grab a super chat here. Let's see. Bro, there's no accountability on a biblical level. Salute to you, Don Jeter. I thought I had a super chat here. Boy, he pissed me off. Hey, y'all, don't leave. We got a funny video right after this as well. It's a quick one about Umar. Made me laugh, bro. Salute to Cujo. What you got, Cujo? Umar, get your hands out of my pocket. Cujo, stop, bro. Appreciate the super chat, man. And that's funny, bro. And it's funny because you can tell when the transformation or when the conversation shifted. Because at first we was like, all right, man, I'm rocking with him. And then everybody's like, no, I don't like where this is going. Everybody was like, what's going on, Dave? I see you. That dude named Dave, I see you in the chat. Everybody was like, okay, no, I'm not rocking with you. I'm not rocking with you. But then but this is how you know he's full of it. You notice how he keep cutting the dudes off. He keep trying to overtalk them because he know he in here. He better
stop the cap.
This is where the pandering comes in. Appreciate you, Cujo. Let me make sure I didn't miss any more, and we'll get right back to it. Let's see. Salute to that dude named Dave. Make sure you guys check out Dave. He represents Chicago. Dave's my guy, man. Make sure. I don't know if 10 Plus Sounds is in here, 10 Plus, but I sent your information to somebody asked me. Real Stacey Prince. Me and Stacey was talking yesterday. Yeah, man, let's get back to it, bro. He should be sending some work your way. Let's get back to it.
I don't mind us holding the women accountable. I don't mind us holding the men accountable.
Right?
Yeah. But when we're going to hold the system accountable as well.
That's fair.
And if we're going to hold the system accountable, that also means we got to make our own systems too.
I figure out who got 8.
Black men have not been manly in quite some time when it comes to raising boys.
How would you suggest that black men take on the role of leadership?
Especially when there's an attack on black masculinity.
Without women willing to listen to us. You get what I'm saying? How do we prove our worth or take back the leadership
care of the boys.
role?
You want the women back? Take care of these damn boys. They run in the hood, killing people at will, flunking out of school, following the lead of the gangster rappers, There's a whole bunch of stuff we can do that ain't got nothing to do with the women, boys and men. Do you understand? Deal with the boys and the men. Leave her out of it and go straight to the boys. And you'll get her respect back.
Emmanuel Elson just subscribed. Salute.
General, I salute you.
Hit that goddamn subscribe button. Not you, man. You just did. Hit the subscribe button, man. We closing in on 50K. Make sure you guys check out that dude named Dave. And here's my thing with Umar. I'm trying to listen to him, but I think he's full of cap. But my issue is he keeps talking about it's the men because these boys need leadership. These boys need leadership, but he's not specifying why the men aren't in the home. He's just like, that's the elephant in the room that he's blatantly ignoring. Why the men aren't in the home. Let's get back to it, man. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button.
Give them jobs, give them education, give them training, give them your time. They not getting none of that from black men. We don't give a shit about black boys. And then we're going to get mad at her for ending up with one later in life. It's ridiculous.
Like I said,
we product and get mad for her for ending up consuming the product.
She could consume whatever she wants. I'm just saying, as a black man,
it's not about her consuming whatever she wants, brother. Because if we're trying to fix the black community, everybody and everything matters. It's not individual. You're an individualist. You're not thinking as a community. Your whole analysis is based on me and her. Step out of that shit. This is systems at play. You understand?
Right.
Multiple black men screwed up. Multiple black women screwed up. You understand me? Look at the systemic nature and say, what system do we need to create as black men to prevent the Pookie and Ray Ray from coming into existence?
Or I, as a black man, can just look for a woman that is healed, that is leading in her femininity, that doesn't have a child by another woman.
But that doesn't solve community problems. We're talking about community solutions. That's individualism.
That's fair. Let me get to this last topic before we get up out of here. I do want to talk about your school because this is a great transition. How difficult was it to build your school? And obviously you had the detractors and the haters saying that the school didn't exist or, you were scamming people. So what was your biggest, I would say, disadvantage or hardship about going about building the school?
First of all, let
me grab this super. I had a cash app for the homie B. Greg. He said $2.50 for Fire Podcast. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you guys. Let's get back to it.
Water was good and it better not be FBI water.
It's FBI water.
Bilal, take all their pictures. Okay. Yeah. Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. First thing I want to say to your listeners is, please donate to the Academy.
Indeed.
Get on your Cash App, $FDMG School. Get on your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. You can mail check or money order in to FDMG Academy, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. You can get that information on my website, drumarjohnson.com. You can.
And I hate to say this, I promise, I have a hard problem saying this, man, because I support everybody. If you guys ever see me in the chat, y'all see me throwing around super chats like crazy, man. It's just, I think it's part of the game. Especially once your channel grow, I kind of feel like I have a certain obligation to do, even though I shouldn't. I should keep my damn money, more money for weed, or I could buy some Jordans, maybe. I could buy some Jordans or go buy some buffs or some. Let's waste bullshit today. I think YouTube paid me. Yeah, let's go waste some money. But I have a hard. I'm not gonna lie. I hate saying this about a black person, but it's like I will never send this nigga money.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
I apologize for my use of the N-word. I will not send this dude money, man. And I hate saying that because I would support anybody. Thanks for the
tip.
But it's like, dude, I know you ain't built no school, man. It's like, bruh.
You ain't got no job, man.
Oh, my God. Okay, I apologize for that. Oh, I really hate saying that, man. But yeah, I can't send you no money, bro. I can't send you no money, man. Especially after the next clip. Guys, this interview is about almost over. We still got one more clip, a short clip, and this is reason Exhibit A why I'm not sending Umar no money. Let me grab the super chat here. We cooking, y'all. Make sure you guys subscribe to Kofa. Kofa, you were on Obsidian? Somebody said you were on Obsidian yesterday. Let me know in the chat. Let's see. You can't lead poor followers. We know that from the military. Good sergeants and sorry troops don't mix well no matter how good the sergeant is. Yeah, that's a fact. Let's see. Salute to you. Triple B's, baby. What you got, man? Bilderberg Boy Radio. He said, I never cared for Dr. Umar Swanson. He's the original Pookie. I dare say that he would be broke if he wasn't finessing cash after 305.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Yeah, man. And it's crazy because I never really thought about like the Cash App thing because I have Cash App. People do send the Cash Apps, but I don't really be like Cash App, even though I need to start being like Cash App. But I noticed that it's other content creators. I remember the Hood Booger Diamond from Facebook, and she was saying that because like she has a ton of followers, but not even monetized from whatever hood rat reason. I don't care. But she talked about that. Yeah, like my like I call it the squad. I call y'all the squad. I think she called hers like the love bugs or some the stink bugs, Project Leroy. But she says, yeah, I don't ask for money. I just, unless times get tough, and then my stink bugs will send my money there. They'll pay my bills basically. And I'm just like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
People really be out here cash apping. Well, cash app, y'all. I want y'all to pay my DTE bill. I'm talking like y'all local. Pay my electric bill, man. What are we talking about? Let's get back to it.
Also text message me for that. And for my parents out there who having issues with your children, learning disabilities, autisms, ADHDs, IEPs, 504s, white teacher racism, psychological evaluations, pre-referral intervention plans, behavior intervention plans, any issues you're having with your children, education and mental health, you can reach out to
Thanks for the tip.
215-989-9858. That's 215-989-9858. Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. The idea had been with me since I was a psychologist with the School District of Philadelphia. The idea began to take form in 2014 when an associate of mine gave me a phone call and told me that the historic HBCU St. Paul's College was for sale in Lawrenceville, Virginia. He said they only want $2 million. I said, a whole HBCU for $2 million? 118 acres. I went down there. Told them I need this school for our boys. The white people at Motley's auction in Richmond, Virginia. And they said, if you can get us $500,000 in about a month, we might could work with you. So we started a fundraiser. As soon as we started the fundraiser, my detractors attacked it. They called Motley, tried to disrupt the sale. In 2015, a year later, we started a GoFundMe. They sabotaged the GoFundMe, said I was spending the money on my own.
Oh, man, you better pull out some goddamn receipts, Umar. Somebody writing this down? Are we on year 2 of the school? 2014, now we in 2015. First time the sale got erupted. Second time he started to GoFundMe. Then people made accusations of him not spending the money. Not spending the money correctly. I'm not sure why they would stop the GoFundMe. I just had to acknowledge Eric Jordan for the $5 super sticker. Salute to you, Eric Jordan. That's Pasadena's finest, bro. Let's get back to it, man. What did you talk about? You better, hey, yo, write this down. Somebody jot this down.
So they stopped the GoFundMe, even though I supplied GoFundMe with all the account statements and gave them permission to speak to the branch manager to verify the information. GoFundMe didn't even check it out because they wanted to shut me down.
God damn.
They didn't want to support a black initiative. So then we learned in 2017, I want to say, 16?
Bro, I want to go off again about
that. A Chinese corporation bought the St. Paul's College. I couldn't believe it.
In the process of you doing it.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that black people let Chinese people buy a historically black college built by our ancestors coming out of slavery by Father Russell, who was friends to both Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carver. Chinese own it now. So once they bought the school, I said, okay, black folks are donating. We've always got a lot of donations. They're just low amounts. Quantity versus quality, right?
Yeah.
Quantity low. Or should I say the quality of the donation low, but the quantity vast.
Yes. Okay, get you.
So, a lot of 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, but if you're trying to buy an institution, that ain't quite enough.
Right. Got you.
Right? So anyway, we said we're just going to get us a day school. So I used up all my frequent flyer miles flying all over America. I thought the school was going to be in Detroit because Detroit had a couple Catholic schools in great shape that we could afford. It was around the $300,000 mark. I said, we're going to end up in Detroit. Blackest city, I'm ready for Detroit. Roman Catholic Church wouldn't sell them to me. Then we had a school in Philly. Roman Catholic Church wouldn't sell it to me. Then we was going to lease a school in money-earning Mount Vernon, New York. Clean Catholic school. White man said, I got to call Rome. I said, what? He said, I got to call Rome. I said, you got to call the Vatican. He said, yeah. I didn't know this. He said, half the Catholic schools in America are still managed directly from the Vatican.
Hold up.
That's crazy.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Stop the cap.
Is your only option to buy a school is from the Vatican? Bro.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Do you know how many empty, if he's just talking about Detroit, for example, they literally, it's a movie. I think I said this. Oh, God, I can't think of it. There's a movie that came out. Somebody let me know in the chat. There's a movie that came out based here in Detroit about 6 or 7 years ago. I can't think of the name
Thanks
of the
for the
movie.
tip.
Somebody in the chat will. The plot of the movie was it was filmed right here in Detroit, and the plot of the movie is that somebody would think of. It's not Get Out or something like that. It was a couple white people broke into this one particular house on a block. They were like looking for cash or some shit. And then it ended up being like a thriller, like they going through the house, the old man is trying to kill him. And I think the big twist of the movie was like he had this woman kidnapped and he was impregnating her using like a turkey baster. My whole point is that movie was filmed 2 or 3 blocks away from where I stay. And they used a big ass school that was abandoned right here because because the school shut down. They used that as like a production, like where they went to interact back and forth. Salute to you, SG Pillard. My ultimate point is that there's so many goddamn empty schools and buildings here in Detroit. I just can't buy that was your only option, Dr. Umar. You're looking a little funny in the light. Let me grab the cash apps. We'll get back to it. No, man. It was nigga said RoboCop. No, nigga. It was a movie recently, bro. It's like from like 6 or 8 years ago. The movie is Don't Breathe. The movie is Don't Breathe. I'm pretty sure that's it right here. This nigga say RoboCop. Hey, Mac, bro, I should time you out for that shit. I'm just joking, bro. That was Don't Breathe. Okay, cool. Let me grab these super chats here. That's the exact movie. My whole point I was bringing that up was that movie was filmed a couple blocks away from me. And it was a humongous school that they used as like the backdrop. At the end of that movie, she drives away. I think the survivor runs away and he chases her and they end up like in this parking lot. That was a humongous school that they used. And recently, right after the movie, they tore that school down. The whole point is that can't be your only option. It can't be your only option, Dr. Umar. I'm sorry, I just don't buy that. Let me grab these super chats here because I've been talking. Salute to Eric Jordan, I got that one. Mark Kendall, I got you. Salute to MK. He says, Dr. Umar is just another loquacious brother. The base of his argument is especially he bloviates on the effect and not the cause. Facts, MK. Facts, man. You're right, man. Appreciate you, bro. And let's see. I think I had one here. Salute to the homie Salty Balls, man. I got you, bro.
Bang! It's good!
I just read Scroll of the Monger. Salute to you, bro. Scroll of the Monger 6'9". Beware of false prophets as they sell one's Lizzo's worth of false hope. I love that Lizzo is like it's like we use it as like a metric scale. She about big as 2 Lizzos as they sell 1 Lizzo's worth of false hope. Do not embellish your treasure chest into this whoremonger. I'm gonna start using whoremonger more in my day-to-day vocabulary. I'm adding it to the lexicon, Mr. Balls. Appreciate it. For he uses mesmerization and repetitive evocation as if a warlock. Facts, bro. Appreciate you, Salty Balls, man. Appreciate you, bro. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button and check out Machismo TV as well.
I hear that?
I didn't know that.
Guess what else he told me?
That's funny, bro.
That the Roman Catholic Church is the 2nd largest owner of real estate on the planet.
Yeah, they made it part 2. Yeah.
Told me this.
Yeah, I didn't see the second one, but yeah.
Rome said we can't give you the school.
Right.
The Roman Catholic Church refused me to lease the school in money earning Mount Vernon, New York. In other words, the school could have been open years ago, but we kept on getting sabotage.
Is that because you are a black man trying to purchase
because
that?
I'm Dr. Umar.
Yeah, what he's trying to,
Remember something Napoleon Bonaparte said during the Haitian Revolution? When Napoleon said, we got to crush the Saint-Lô Overture and Jean-Jacques Dessalines.
Yeah, but that's the movie Don't Breathe.
One of his subordinates said, Commander, why are you so interested in destroying the Haitians? Is it to prevent them from destroying our investment on the island? He said, nah. We must stop and crush the Haitian Revolution to forever prevent the march of blacks forward into the world.
And let me stop it for just a second because Angie made a good point here. I thought he already had a school. Y'all let me know, didn't recently, I know this interview was like recent, but wasn't it just a few months ago? Because I'm pretty sure I'm subbed to his channel, King Kong Consciousness. I'm pretty sure he was going around showing the school. Like, we got the windows in. So I actually thought he finally had a school after 10 years. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Let's get back to it.
The Haitian Revolution wasn't about the Haitian Revolution. It was about white supremacy. They can't let me succeed because they don't know how far I will go. You see that? When white people see a fire, they put it out. You feel me? Who is this black man coming up here who can afford to pay this type? What black man is thinking about opening up a school for black boys independently? Now, you might do LeBron James, public school you just give some money to. You didn't buy, you didn't build it, you don't own it, you don't control it. Puffy, get you a charter school. Jalen Rose, get you a charter school. I'm not doing that. This is independent. We own it. Right? Then I went to Detroit, tried to buy a public school. They wouldn't show me none of the public schools in good shape. Chicago, couldn't get none of the public schools in good shape.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. In Detroit, there's a ton of schools. I ain't gonna say they're gonna be in good shape, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about that. But, dog, that's, if you're talking about owning it, especially owning it for the low, and I'm just speaking from, I've never bought like commercial build. I just own a couple like residential homes. I've never done, I haven't got to where I can get my first like building yet, even though I eventually want to get there. So I'm not gonna act like I'm a real estate expert at all. But yeah, man, I don't know. I kind of think he's being a bit disingenuous.
That's when I realized there must be a national thing.
Oh, wow, okay.
Right.
That sucks has been vandalized.
You feel me? We had the money, and they still wouldn't sell them. So then finally, I come back from Benin, Togo, and Ghana, 2017. Remember the Great North American Eclipse, August 21st of 2017? Which is my birthday, Nat Turner Day, Haitian Revolution Day, George Jackson Revolution Day. I'm on LoopNet. I see the school in Wilmington, Delaware. So this school looked brand new. I go to it. On my way down to Nat Turner, came back from Nat Turner, went to Cuba to get my initiation. When I came back from Cuba, I finally got into the schools. I walked around. I said, you know what? These schools are modern. They in good shape. Did my research, found out these schools only 10 years old, 2 of them. They wanted $2 million. We only had $500,000. But that was August and September of 17. We bought the school February of 19. So for 18 months, I stayed on them.
Right.
Can we get the school? Can we buy the school? Can we get the school? Buy the school? And then one day I said, can y'all sell it to us? He responded, give us what you got. I said, oh, shit. I talked him down from 2 mils to
right.
We got to school 2017. I'm happy, jumping for joy. Little did I know, the black contractors was not going to do us any justice, man. We got robbed. We got scammed, man, our own people.
Which is unfortunate, yeah.
Very unfortunate. Then one day, last September, I said, you know what? I'm going to have to use white folks. I waited 3 years to try to get my people. We got to school in 17. We got to school in 19. I saw it in 17. We got it in 19. This is 2023, right? So February of 19.
I've said this once in one of my videos, and people rock with it. I read it on the internet, and I like to say it again. It's not original thought. It's something I read on the internet, and it stuck with me, and I think it's great. The truth doesn't take many words. How long has this ninja been trying to explain why you don't have the school started? I'm just saying.
Bang! It's good!
Talk to him, Mike Breen. I think I said Mark Breen in the chat. The truth doesn't take many words. How long has he been trying to explain why this goddamn school isn't started?
Stop the cap.
I'll leave it at that, bro. Joker Tango says SFB. Thank you, bro. I know I'm not tripping, bro. I know I'm not tripping up here, man. I'm trying to rock with you too, Umar. I'm trying to, bro. You're losing me. And I think I've been more patient in my own chat. Let me grab this super chat here. Man, the truth doesn't take many words, bro. You're doing entirely too much talking, man. Y'all let me know in the chat if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know. I'm not claiming to have all the answers. I'm just a weed head talking on YouTube. Let's see. Truth 908 says, if you was to purchase any building, would you be looking for investors, or you doing it solo dolo? You talking about me specifically? Me? I mean, if you're talking buildings, we'd be talking about something. I think more for me, I'll probably just be more a family thing, but oh yeah, man, I don't know. I've never really thought about commercial buildings. I kind of think you have to crawl before you run. And I got a couple of residential properties. I want to focus more on that. I got to get my weight up. But yeah, man, I'll be, I guess, open to investors as well, I guess. Salute to you, Truth 908. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see. What the hell is Umar on, bro? 20-year-old Bill's character for young black men in Georgia. Oh yeah, no doubt. Let's see. How did it stop, COVID? Stop distracting me, bro.
20 to 21 to 22 to 23. 4 years.
Oh, this is a good one right here. Hold on for a second. Let me stop the chat again. King Randall.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I have forgot that name, Angie. I knew that name from, not from Umar, from Boyce Watkins. I know a lot of people don't like Boyce, but Boyce put me on to Randall. Word Life Productions, just subscribe. Salute.
General, I salute you.
Your enlistment papers is in the mail. You can't unsubscribe, Word Life. You're going to be here to 2027. See you in a minute. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Hit the subscribe button, y'all. We need more subscribers. If you guys don't know, King Randall was a guy. We'll get right back to it. I saw him on Boyce Watkins first, or maybe he was on Roland Martin. And Roland Martin was just being a dick to this kid. When I call him a kid, this dude was like 21 years old, started his own school at like 19, from fundraising and going out here hustling. And this dude I believe he opened his school at the age of like 21 or something like that. I could be stating the facts inaccurately because I had actually forgotten about that name until Angie just said this. But yeah, King Randall, let me know in the chat. I know he was down in Georgia. I know he was a young brother, like young, like 19, and taking all like the kids without guidance and putting them through, I believe, like HVAC training, repair, blue collar work, and getting them off the streets. And that kid was young, man. This was a couple years ago. I doubt he's even 25 now. Y'all let me know in the chat, man. Let's get back to it. I forgot about that, man.
In August, I decided to call up a white man, HVAC. He had both units on the roof in 2 days. Crane truck and everything. We already bought the units. We had them custom made. Right. So they've been sitting for a year. Brand new. Sitting. Because all the black HVACs tell me they're going to come do it. Never did it. So I called a white man to do it. He gets the units up right before the festival.
So tough. That pissed me off, man.
Waiting on brothers for 3. This white man did this in 2 days. So then I asked the white man, I said, you know any plumbers? He said, I got a plumber for you. Boom. You electrician? I got him. Boom. Security? Boom. Fire come? Boom, boom. Wednesday, I go to the school to get the final HVAC repairs done. HVAC is on. We got air. We got AC. You got to do some final stuff to get the inspection. Once that go through, we done. I got to call the city, find out what we got to do to get our certificate of occupancy, because plumbing is repaired and inspected, HVAC repaired and inspected, fire, security repaired and inspected, everything. The only thing left is HVAC. And of course, we got to close up the holes and paint and do the floor. It's superficial.
What's going on, Serrated Grid? You know what? I'm going to let him rock for a second. Whoa, cool. If y'all didn't see this, if y'all never heard of King Randall, I already mentioned it with you. I'm tempted about playing this Roland Martin. I might play this video right now. That's how mad it pissed me off, man. Because he was just like, you got a 21-year-old kid. 20, who's actually doing the work, not talking about the shit, actually doing it. And I'm just impressed by someone being that young and that mature enough to take on such a responsibility. And Roland Martin was just being a fucking dick to him, bro. He kept landing on the fact that I think the kid is Republican. And that's just what he was all talking about. And it's like, God damn it, Roland Martin, you motherfucker. Man, we might play that video because I'm upset now thinking about
all
it.
The systems, once we done HVAC, we done.
Yeah.
The sad thing is, those white men did in 4 months. 3 months, really.
I thought he was in Georgia, DeMarco.
Couldn't help me do in 3 years.
I could be wrong.
It's the self-hate.
It's
not giving up on our people, though. Because when we go across the street to the Frederick Douglass High School, which is 4 times bigger, I still want to find some black contractors. I'm never giving up on my people.
Yeah, that's what
but I also have to face reality.
Right.
And the reality of the fact is we are so
video.
psychologically damaged that most of us find it almost impossible to do right by another black person. And these white folks, they don't even like me. Do you feel me?
Right.
They don't even like me.
But the money
But
talk.
they did the job and did it right.
Yeah.
It hurt. I'm like, damn. They just did it with no problem. Just came in, knocked it out, cheaper price and everything. If I would have just went with whites from the beginning, the school would have been done. But I couldn't do that because that's against what I stand for. So I had to try to use our people.
So with this being an independent school, does that mean you can implement your own curriculums?
Absolutely.
Like, so what kind of curriculums are you plan on teaching at the school?
Well, you got to have math, science, language, and social studies. That's required.
Right.
And then on top of that, we're going to have agricultural and agronomical science, dietary, nutritional science. We're about to buy some farmland right now. We're also going to have political and military science. We will be teaching African martial arts, weapons training too. There will also be spiritual and astrological science. I practice Yoruba spirituality. We will teach it. The school will be a bona fide independent parochial academy. We must have a religious instruction there, spiritual instruction. There will also be dietary, nutritional, agricultural, agronomical, spiritual, and astrological, military and political, science of the black man, woman, and child.
Right.
So we're going to teach the boys how to be men, how to be gentlemen, also how to be men, how to be fathers, how to be leaders in the community. And then financial and economics, investing, real estate, stocks, all of that. We're going to have guest speakers every month for the boys from different industries. They're going to work on their own business plan, and when they graduate from the school, we're going to give them their grant for their first business startup.
That's dope. Yeah.
That's
Well,
we
definitely get clap it up for that.
Man.
Will there be? I noticed in China, they are actually teaching their boys. They have masculinity classes in a sense, right? Do you think there is a need to kind of have a masculinity course for our young black boys?
I don't know exactly what their masculinity course entails,
right?
But our Science of the Black Man, Woman, and Child will likely cover that.
Okay, that's fair.
Because we believe in the divinity of the black man and the divinity of the black woman. So that's part of who.
Sure, we might need some classes for some grown adult men to be taught how to be a man.
I agree with that.
Like a college,
I don't know if it's college or maybe some
grad school, something. I don't know.
Shit. We need some help.
We're going to have some stuff for the men too once we get the boys up and running. Because although FDMG is a school by day, it's a community university by night.
So this is an all-boys school, you see?
It's going to be all boys for the first 3 to 5 years. Then it's going to become girls.
I apologize. I tuned out Dr. Umar because I'm like, bro, you still explaining this school? It's been half an hour, bro, G.
Bang! It's good!
You ain't got no school, man. But First Man Jenkins, I remember. Yeah, I'm looking at the video right now. I'm trying to see if there's more than one video because this video is, let's see. I'll bring it up to the screen. Dr. Umar has been nice, man. We'll send you off respectively, I guess. I'm not saluting because I'm busy looking at something. Salute to him. Salute to you, Dr. Umar. I got the video right here, First Man, but I don't know if this is the same one. I'm gonna bring it up to the screen 1 second. Guys, this is the King Randall, because I forgot about King Randall. This is the King Randall interview with Dr. I'm saying Dr. Roland. I don't think Roland no damn doctor. I think Umar got me messed up. Let me see. Let me bring this up to the screen. Give me 1 second here. What do we got? Not your fight. Yeah. I don't know if this is the same. This might be the same interview, but I'm thrown off because I think he was coming on there to talk about his school, but they talked about voter suppression. He kept focusing on voter suppression, or there may be another video. Y'all let me know in the chat. Let's see what they talking about, man.
I do consider myself conservative.
No. Actually, I didn't say Republican. I said you can support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Joining us right now is King Randall One, founder of the X for Boys organization based out of Georgia. So, King, explain why in the world you're conservative, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, please explain to me why this bill, why Republicans are pushing forth a voter suppression bill when last year we saw record turnout in Georgia, record turnout. So, why would they want to restrict voting when you just had record turnout in Georgia?
Well, let me start off by saying you had me mistaken. I'm not a Republican. I do consider myself conservative.
No. Actually, I didn't say Republican. I said you're conservative.
Okay.
I said you're conservative.
Right, absolutely.
That's what I said.
Right. Yeah, I was saying that because you called me a Republican on Twitter. However, with this particular bill, I don't consider voting my particular fight. I do consider voting an asset to us and maybe something we can use as a tactic to help. But as far as us pushing voting all the way out, like voting is going to be some systemic change for the black community, to me is not the way to go. If you look at the
I don't even care about. I want to hear him talk about the school. That's why I was saying I can't remember if this is the correct interview or not. I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let it play for a second.
Anatomy of the body has its many different parts, and I do respect you guys' fight, in regards to voting, but I don't consider myself fighting for the right to vote that much. Because
do you not vote?
We haven't got anything.
Do you not vote?
Government. Yes, sir. I vote. Absolutely.
Okay, so when you say you guys' fight, first of all, there are multiple fights, there are multiple issues we can be concerned about. Voting is one of those issues. Are you not concerned that Republicans in your state are trying to restrict access to the ballot for no reason other than they are pushing the lie that Donald Trump also pushed?
Right, absolutely. I understand exactly what you're saying. However, again, that's not my fight. I believe.
No. I asked you a question. And the question is this here. Do you believe Republicans in your state are wrong to be pushing this voter suppression bill?
Can you give me the list of things that's all on the bill? Because I know you said the voter ID.
Well, no. Here's a perfect example. This particular bill right here gets rid of no excuse absentee balloting. Republicans in Georgia passed no excuse absentee balloting 15 years ago, thinking it was going to help them.
Man, I don't care. I want to hear about the school part. Okay, here you go. Our mission, because that's what I think it is. What you got, Project Leroy? I'm kind of looking. I'm kind of. doing this, and I can't see myself right now. What you got, bro? He says, Roland Martin, aka. Bro, stop, bro. Roland, can you throw me? Y'all stupid, bro. Let's get to it. I want to see him talk. I was actually looking for another video.
Thanks for the tip.
End up not playing this. Appreciate you, Project Leroy. Let's see.
All right, folks, that was on MSNBC on Sunday with former San Antonio Mayor Julian Castro. Also,
Roland,
Can you
shut
give
up.
me the list of things that's all on the bill?
I want to hear him talk about the school.
So when you say do for self, like what? Explain that.
Okay, for example, here in Albany, Georgia, we complain about our school systems a lot. Many of our young men can't read. They have very horrible literacy rates. We don't have any rehab programs here for juvenile offenders. What I decided to do, I started a program 2 years ago, decided to do for self, and I started taking children into my home. I started taking custody of kids from juvenile court, and I started molding them and training them and teaching them skilled trades, etc. Now I'm 21 years old. I just purchased a school here in Albany, Georgia to combat us being in the government-funded schools that are not teaching our children what they need to learn. So
talk to him, bro. 21 and he doing it,
man. Bang! It's good.
Oh,
you want to support Roland Martin on the bill?
God damn, my bad.
Can you give me the list of things that's all on the bill? Because I know you said.
So when you say do for self,
taking custody of kids from juvenile court, and I started molding them and training them and teaching them skilled trades, etc. Now I'm 21 years old. I just purchased a school here in Albany, Georgia to combat us being in the government-funded schools that are not teaching our children what they need to learn. So that's what I mean by do for self, simply getting up and going out and do it.
So
I beat the stereotype that I'm young, black in America, and I can't do anything because somebody's holding me down. Absolutely not.
So a question.
Teenagers went and go ahead. Me and some teenagers went and bought a school, and we just bought a school bus simply from going out and doing work. We decided to go fix our own communities. I'm not expecting anything from no politician. I'm not expecting nothing from Donald Trump, Joe Biden, or nobody. We're gonna go do it for our.
Jovan, you got his, bro. If somebody got his Cash App, I know y'all probably know his socials. Somebody go grab his Cash App and put it in here. Nigga, don't put your Cash App.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Somebody go find his info. We gonna make sure, if not today, we gonna make tomorrow. We gonna show him some love on Friday. And somebody let him know that shit too. Somebody we can reach out to him.
Ourselves, and that's what I believe we need to be doing. I can vote, sure, but nothing's gonna change in our community.
So you went to the juvenile court system. Is that not government?
Absolutely.
So when you say purchased a school, and this school is going to be what? Private school?
Yeah, I just found an update, first man. I just found an update. I'm going to play it too. I just found another video from like 4 weeks ago when he's talking. Yeah, this is like 2 years ago. So he should be, but imagine that shit, dog. I forgot how old you are, first man, but I'm 40, bro. There's no way at 21 years old I had a mentality like that. Not at 21. At 21, I was just trying to get my dick wet, yo, and drinking. That was it, man. So, dude, that's impressive, bro. That's impressive, man. At least to me.
What kind of school is it going to be?
No, it will be independently owned. This will not be funded by the government.
No, that's why I asked you. So it's going to be a private school?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a boarding school.
A boarding school. And then for the folks to be able to afford to send their kids to the boarding school, what kind of mechanisms are they using in Georgia? Their own funds? Are they using school vouchers? What are they using?
I can't hear you. Say that again for me.
I said, what mechanism are they using to send their kids there to pay for the school? Their own money, or are they utilizing vouchers from the Georgia government?
Absolutely. So for our school, we're financed completely by donors. We have many donors that have given yearly endowments to our school that will be able to pay for these students to come to our school for free. Many people believe in our mission, and we're making sure that young black men, where we live, where we don't have any rehab programs for juvenile offenders to even get out of jail and stay out of jail, we have people that believe in our mission that are trying to send children to the Extra Boys for free. We have many people that are trying to send kids to this boarding school to be able to take care of themselves. That's what I mean by doing for self. We got to simply get up and do it.
So you don't believe that government policymakers play any role whatsoever in being able to impact the lives of black boys and others in Georgia?
If we take them out of that government system, we don't have to worry about that. I keep saying.
How is that? So hold on. So here's the question. Hold up. Here's the question. How do you remove someone out of a government system when we all live in government systems?
Okay, being literal, Absolutely, we all live in a government system. Absolutely. However, you can do things to take to remove most government from your life.
How?
As far as trying to get yourself off of food stamps,
How?
trying to get yourself off of welfare. You got to go work. You got to get jobs. You got to get out here and go and do it.
So hold up. So hold up. So I'm just curious. So if somebody doesn't have a job, are they not applying to government for unemployment benefits or insurance?
Absolutely.
So how can that person remove themselves out of government when that's what government provides?
Absolutely. Well, my thing is trying to make sure you're not allowing the government to finance your whole entire life. As long as you're giving somebody the right to feed you, you're giving them the right to starve you as well. People are living their whole lives off the government systems. It was at the day the government decide, well, we gonna cut food stamps, we gonna cut this and cut that. What we gonna do? We have people out here living off those systems. So I believe we in teaching our people how to go survive without the government. That's my biggest thing.
But again, though, you keep saying I'm trying to understand.
And this is why I don't. I wanted to hear him talk because this interview. You would think that he'd be praising. I don't know how old Roland's got to be in his fucking 50s. Easy. You would think that someone his age would be looking at this man and saying with us, saying the same thing that we saying. Go, King. Like, dude, you doing the work, not talking about it, not pandering, not walking around with your head down and your hands out, singing "Woe is me." Young blood out there getting it, man. So you would think that's what pissed me off when I watched this interview a couple years ago. I'm like, Roland, what the fuck are you on, man? You're his elder. You should be encouraging this man. But, and this is another reason I don't get caught up in the politics. He's too concerned about he's more concerned about with him being Republican than anything else that young man just said out his motherfucking mouth, man.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
He's stuck on him being a Republican because he's a fucking shield to the Democrats. Again, I'm not a political person. I'm looking at anybody. Look in the goddamn camera. I'm looking at anybody. If you left wing or if you right wing, anybody who just is all about they're more concerned about a political affiliation than they are about getting shit done. Fuck out of here, bro. That's why I just wanted to hear him talk on the school. But we got another video that he just came out with a week ago. It's a short video. So I don't know. Let me put this up real quick. This was just from May 9th, King Randall. So I don't know if this is his school channel, but we'll find his contact info because that's what we need to be donating to on some real shit. Let me bring this other screen up real quick. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Oh, nope, not that one. This is right here. That's not it. Let's see. I hate when they do this silly shit. Why is it? Let's see. There we go. Maybe they can show it up then. Okay, yeah, that's right. All right, yeah, cool. All right, here we go. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, this is it right here.
The business of training replacements. And that's something I wholeheartedly believe in right now. So before I get out there and giving speeches and what have you, we want to train up young men to go the way they should. So if you kill me or whatever you want to do nowadays, you're going to have to drop a bomb on 1,000 other boys that I've touched and talked to and made an impact on and gave this same type of mindset to, but a better mindset. I always say, people think I'm cool at 23. Well, I can't wait for you to see the boys that I raised turn 23 because they're going to be unstoppable. And that's something that I wholeheartedly believe in. And one of my classmates at the time, this is what pushed me to start working with children. One of my classmates, when I was 18, got sentenced to 30 years in prison. And he got sentenced to those 30 years. He wasn't at the actual murder. His brother committed the murder, but his brother had him hide the murder weapon. And he got charged also in that, and he got sentenced 30 years. 18 years old. And I'm in court with him, and they offered people to come and say stuff, on his behalf. And I'm just like, do we got anything place we can send him? He's not a bad person. He's great in school, whatever like that. Is there anything we could do? Send him somewhere, rehab, whatever. And they just like, no. And I'm just like, so we don't got no type of real programs down here to really try and help these boys get off the streets. And I'm talking about being consistent. I'm not talking about coming to talk to them for an hour or nothing like that. I mean like real consistency. in a program, and they were like, no, and that's when I decided I was gonna start working with children.
Okay, so visit Douglas Leadership Institute on YouTube to watch the rest. Okay, so this must be it right here. Douglas Leadership Institute. Okay, cool. Okay, y'all found it. All right, cool. All right, so we'll definitely check them out. We're gonna show them some love. If not today, if we don't get it done, okay, this is it right here. This is it right here. Let's see. Let me Google this real quick. Salute to the squad. Let me take a look here. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Let's see. Is it .org? Was that it? Org? Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, you know what? I should probably bring this on the screen just so we can take a look at it real quick. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Is this it? Okay, cool. So this is it. This is his website right here. Yeah, definitely. We definitely can do it tomorrow. Make sure we get him some donations if we can find the contact or whatever. But let's see. Established in 2021, man. We will not be accepting new students for 2023. We apologize. Okay, it looked like they had something going on. But yeah, we definitely, okay, yeah, it looked like we can support right here. Yeah, we definitely look out for them. Well, let's see here. Let's get back to it. Yeah, man, that's dope. Good drop on that, Angie. Good drop on that, Angie. For letting I had completely forgot about King Randall. But I got one more video real quick. I got one more video. Oh yeah. Oh my bad, Joe, that was just temporary. Oh my bad. I just wanted to drop the link. My bad, Joe. Just temporary, bro. But yeah, man. Let's get to it. We got one other video that I just wanted you to drop the link, Joe, to be honest with you. I need one other video that this is the one I had. The last one that we get out of here. Let's see. JB. Okay, yeah, this is it. We already off you, Dr. Umar. I was with you, man, until that half an hour explanation about the school.
Black people love.
And my man did that shit. My man in 19 did that shit in like 2 weeks. So yeah, bro, you're out the paint, bro. Let's see. Oh, this is the Gideon cat. He just had a real quick video. I thought it was hilarious. Let's get to it.
Yo, what's good with y'all boys, man? So you guys are probably wondering, Gideon, why are you wearing that shiki with yellow Crocs? So you guys know I'm probably one of the biggest black activists on YouTube. I mean, I quote the bigger picture every video. So I thought it would be hilarious if I had Dr. Umar react to my N-word pass video. If you guys don't know who Dr. Umar is, you've seen him before. Like,
also, I don't know who Gideon is. I don't know. I saw he has like 8 million subscribers, or close to 8 million subscribers. Yeah, I don't know who he is. So before, because I've been bringing people up like, oh, Theo, he do such and such. I'm like, I don't know who these people are. So I think this guy does those. I don't know what it's called. Like, like when they do this shit that I would never do, but they go like, hey, we're gonna go into the most racist town in America. They always end up being in Arkansas. Arkansas, what are you doing? Another place I never want to step foot in. be that as it may. Let's get back to it. Yeah, so yeah, don't let me know about this guy's genius transgressions. I don't know who he is. I'm just using him to play the clip.
Like, he's funny. You've seen him. But one thing about Dr. Umar is he does not like quote unquote coons.
I did, Joe.
He would classify me giving strangers the N-word pass as cooning. Basically, he's just pro-black. So I thought it'd be funny if he reacted to my N-word pass series and like, you know, I got his opinion on it and stuff like that. I thought it'd be a funny video. So I emailed him, I DM'd him on all my social medias. Finally, like, you know, he was giving me like his cash up and he was telling me where I had to donate. So I sent him $500, right? And so right after I sent him money, Brody ghosted me. So for him to say that he didn't see me is a lie because he was DMing me before. But then after I paid, Brody went Casper and just ghosted on me. I had to send you guys to go to his Instagram live. Yo, run Gideon his 500 back, man. Like, what's up? What's up? This is what Brody had to say about me.
I know nobody by the name of Gideon and definitely received no money from the man. Money for what? But I'm not going to call him Gideon anymore. I'm going to call him Jackass. We got a bunch of brothers on here swinging from somebody named Gideon's nutsack. It's making me sick in my stomach. Please get off that man's nutsack. Go find you a woman or something. I can't take it no more. Get off Gideon's nuts.
So you don't know who I am, and you're telling people to hop off my nutsack, but you answered my DM. And then you blocked me on Twitter. So you definitely know who I am. I just thought it was crazy. How could someone be so for the black community and you just committed black on black crime. Like, it baffles me. So I went on his website and I saw that he's going on a tour. And then I figured out that he was going to Jacksonville, Florida. So that's where we're about to head right now. I'm in disguise so he doesn't recognize who I am, just in case. I'm gonna pull up there and I'm gonna politely ask him for my 500 bag. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, make no scene. I'm not gonna go crazy like how I usually do. I'm gonna just ask him to just do the interview. So that's what we're about to do, boys. Power to the people. As of right now, I'm not Gideon. My name is T'Challa. And in case things go south, I'm gonna put these in sports mode. Crocs, bro. I know you see these crusty ass Crocs. You guys need to send me some new ones. Just please sponsor me, bro.
Fun fact, I have never owned a pair of Crocs. I've never, no, bro. Slides at best. No Crocs for
I
me.
literally wear your shoes every single video, man. Help a boy out, bro. I don't even want money. I just want free Crocs. Hey, my brother, how you doing? Power to the people, power to the people. So does it go like lighter shades in the back and then darker shades to the front, or is it opposite?
Wherever you want to sit.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of caramel, so I'm sitting in the middle. I don't know who these ladies are, but they black queens.
Let me turn the scroll off so you guys can see it. But yeah, if you guys didn't catch it, he cashed out him $500 and dude blocked him, and then he wouldn't respond to him, so he sent, because Gideon has a huge following, so his following hopped in Umar's live and was like, give Gideon his money back. And then Umar blocked him, man.
One love. Every city got a cool Illuminati. Because you can't oppress black people without participation from black people. He's over parks and recreation. You want to do a community cookout. He gave you 100 sheets of paper for a 3-hour cookout. Nigga, please. Somebody just hit me up. When you coming to Savannah, Georgia? Cool! I was there yesterday. Cultural Arts Center. Where were you? I don't know what's in the Kool-Aid. I don't know what's in the lemonade. But what I do know is when Raheem put that roll on, he gets a little tender. I need some damn meat in my life. And if I want some ribs, I'll forget them. 100 pounds, I'll take it out the socket. Your ass ain't healthy. You look sick. Get his ass some mint chicken. Oh, I'm still not done. Sit down. Mayonnaise.
This nigga funny, bro.
This shit is funny, bro. It's hilarious.
I trust black men who date non-black women. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. Does this information help you?
Where's my 500? That's all I want to know. Where's my 500? But it's pretty good.
Who the next king? Come on up.
How we doing? How we doing?
One love. Thanks for coming out. What's the name?
Keys on my arm.
All right. You probably need a marker.
Oh, no, it's all good. I just want to take a bath.
I don't want to penetrate that skin.
Hey, it's melanin, so you know it's not going to go nowhere.
Yes, sir.
My girl, she couldn't make it here, but she loves you. She loves you.
You pulled out a white girlfriend on me. We gonna get it out. You done pulled out a white girlfriend.
I'm trying to take over. I'm trying to take over.
Brother, how you got on African clothes with a white bunny, bro?
I'm a conquer now. I'm the conqueror. It's snow bunny season.
I feel like that is snow bunny season.
I'm going hunting. I'm just going hunting. Thank you, Dr. Umar, for everything.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but Dr. Umar, I need a favor, though.
Here we go.
I tried to hire you.
Oh, bro, you can let the brother in the hand go.
Oh, my bad. I got excited.
Relax.
Get off Gideon's nuts.
I tried to get an interview with you, and I had sent $500.
I mean, you got the snow bunny thing. I don't know if I want to do the interview.
He don't want to record it no more.
But you have blocked me on Twitter.
You must have done something.
No. I would never do anything.
You sent me $500. Send me the receipt.
Okay, I'll send you the receipt.
I'm addicted to finessing. I'm addicted.
That was it, y'all.
Bang! It's good!
I just thought that clip was hilarious, bro. It is funny, man, because I'm like, I don't think Dr. Umar, I think I have everyone doesn't possess it. Chew the meat, spit out the bones. Like, but I'm watching that. It was like, dude, I would love to go watch Dr. Umar talk, bro. Just because the shit's like it'll be hilarious, bro. It's just be hilarious to me, man. Salute to the squad. What you got? I know you sent a super chat, Cujo. What you got sitting here, Juice? Gideon looked like the Huey friend Huey looked like Huey's friend. Pro-African friend. They went, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. The one when they went back to Chicago on the Boondocks. I know what you're talking about. Salute to you, Juice. Cujo 340 says, you're not getting away from a grocery store shooting Crocs. Facts, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Facts, bro. The Crocs thing has never been my style. I'm like, how lazy is Crocs? Like, slides are bad enough, bro. Slides at best, man. Let me bring this chat up here. I'm sorry, that made me laugh, man. But we be back at it again tomorrow. Get in equals internet troll, says Project Leroy. Yeah, he was funny though. I'll tell you, he was funny. I'll give him that. I'll never watch any of his other content, Project Leroy, but that was funny. I gotta give him to that. That shit was hilarious, bro. Why did he sign his arm, yo? I gotta give it to him. I've never seen any of his other content, but I remember that video yesterday. Somebody told me the guy's name because I couldn't remember his name. I played it yesterday. I was like, oh, this is just as funny as I remember it, man. But look, he was with him with that file. As soon as he got the money, he blocked him. Did you see that shit? As soon as he gave him the bread, he blocked him, bro. Let's see. What you got, French? Umar's modern day black preacher. Yeah, man. Yeah, he was funny though. I'll give him that, bro. Because if you got me into any type of church, well, I know it's not church, but
thanks for the tip.
See my ass in church. But that I would go pay to see Dr. Umar. I would not believe that a brick of a school is getting built, but I can separate the two, man, because it's entertaining, dude. What was he talking about, bro? What was he even up there talking about? He's like, I need meat. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Let me grab these super chats and we get out of here. Would you say, okay, cool. Yeah, man. Somebody else asked me in the chat earlier about my email. Bro, my email is everywhere. It's right here on the screen right now. DoBetterOne@gmail.com. I'm certain that's correct. Yeah, people ask me about my email. My email's plastered everywhere, bro. Salute to you, Woku. I'll definitely be checking that out. Good show, Theo. Appreciate you, Jay Nelson. We got a couple super chats before we get out of here. I can't take a man and Crocs day. Totally understandable. Miss Day, totally understandable. I totally get it. That was a good drop too, Angie, because I had completely forgot about King Randall. And yeah, let's see. I'll do that. I'll try to see if I can find some information for King Randall, and we see if we can get him some donations. Let's see here. Salute to y'all, stupid man. Single by choices. I see you, bro. Salute to the homies Gavin X as well as Mr. Walker. What you got, bro? He said, salute Theo. Keep cooking. Make sure you guys hitting the like button. P.S. We going live tonight at 8 p.m. Pull up for a classic show. There you go.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Oh, yeah, what's it today? Oh, I think today is Thursday. Salute to you. Yeah, man. Make sure you guys check out Smoke and Talk. Somebody go ahead and drop the link.
Thanks for the tip.
God damn, I said Smoke and Talk. I meant Single by Choices. Somebody can go ahead and drop that link. I'll go ahead and get it pinned up here. If you guys aren't watching Single by Choices, I don't know what you guys are doing, man. I don't know what you guys are doing. Let's see. That's the way. That's how you consume Kendra G show. You consume it through Single by Choices. Folks like myself, because I can't watch it straight. I gotta have some chase. I gotta have some chaser. I can't have it just raw Kendra, baby.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Now with Kendra, I gotta have some chaser. Gotta have somebody to water it down a little bit. Appreciate you, Single by Choices. Make sure you guys are subscribed to him. Yo, is that the other guy? Kente banging? I'm not sure what you're talking about, French. Let's see what's going on here. Salute to you, Manza Musa. I see you, bro. I see you. Let's see. Salute to the homie Bolski. What you got? Alboski. Umar is just no leader. He doesn't have the grace or sophistication to lead anyone. Too vulgar and undisciplined to represent black people on a large scale. I think he can tune down the being vulgar, Alboski, because the interview that he had Roland Martin with years ago, I've seen him on larger platforms without being vulgar, but I think he could tune that down. But I would agree with you absolutely on the undisciplined part, because you have to, if you're going to preach it, you have to walk it. If you're going to teach people fathers about being in their child's life, people are going to look at you and do the same exact thing that they did in the chat, and that's, hey man, marry one of your child's mothers, because I think he got 2 children by 2 different men. So, hey man, I don't know. So I appreciate you, Alboski, but yeah, I agree, because you have to walk the walk to a certain degree. I do think he gets comfortable around his environments, but then other places he can't turn down the vulgarness. Some people can't do. I believe Dr. Umar possesses the ability to do so. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how well spoken you are. People are going to look at your track record. That's anybody, man. They're going to look at you and say, okay, you talk this, but you live like this. And I don't know if it was you, Alboski, but someone else mentioned in the chat earlier, and I agree with it wholeheartedly, saying that at the end of the day, he still has spooky-ish tendencies.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Wasn't there an incident with some stripper, even though I don't even know, because he was married, but I think it wasn't a good look for him. And then he was busted a couple, that was just recently, maybe last year, where he was busted. he was taking a picture, like just being like having a conversation with some white chick, but everybody ran with it that he was getting. He gave her a number, all types of silly stuff. But yeah, man. Let's see. Salute Theo in the chat. Y'all be blessed. Yeah, I'm out of here, man. We be back tomorrow, man. We gonna do it. Salute to the squad. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button on the way out. I'll make sure I didn't miss any more before I get out of here. I'm sorry, man. That shit was funny to me, bro. Make sure I didn't miss any more. All right, man. Crocs are ass. Who says Crocs are ass? Facts, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Yeah, man. It's like, how lazy are you? I just like, I just never been a fan of Crocs. And then the other thing as well, I don't know what we're talking about Crocs, is I found out that Crocs are expensive, bro. I was seeing somebody last year on social media talking about how expensive Crocs were. And I was like, what? I thought they were joking. Then I looked like, Crocs are cheap. You would have thought they were cheap. I thought Crocs were like $5 shoes, but apparently they're not. I literally thought you can get Crocs at like the dollar store, but apparently not so much. Umar was never married. Okay, cool. Umar smashed that number. Jay, I remember him saying he didn't know. I remember him coming out with a video saying, I did not, we were just conversing. I did not do it, I swear. Oh my God. Yeah, with a purse. Yeah, I remember she was thick. If I remember correctly, she wasn't hard on the eyes, if I remember correctly. They were at Crocs' lazy shoes. Facts, bro. They were at like a foam, looked like one of those things in the mall, like, you know, the little stands or whatever. And he was talking to her. Somebody got the pictures from Starbucks, like, snap, snap. And then he had to go out explaining it was a whole thing. Make sure you guys subscribe to Single by Choices. Pull up tonight. Let's see what I should be there. Yeah, I should be there tonight. I don't know if I'm always making content, bro. I'm always making. That's why we on the road to 50K.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Make sure you guys subscribe to Single. They're not jellies. I'm out, bro. I'm done messing with y'all, man. We be back tomorrow. Do Better Squad. Fall out.
Auntie, chill.
They say another thing you niggas money.
Oh my God. Stop it.
City boy, city boy.
Goddamn right.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Auntie, chill.
Stop it. Get some help.
This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl.
I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined iHeartRadio for the Show Your Stripes movement to support hiring vets. Go to showyourstripes.org, a website that connects veterans with employers and helps business find candidates with the best training. How long was that?
10 seconds.
Okay, this is Floyd Mayweather reading the 10-second drops I just did.
I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show Your Stripes. Okay. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show Your Stripes movement to support hiring vets. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show Your Stripes movement to support I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show Your Stripes movement to support hiring vets. Go to the show yourstripes.org. Go to the show yourstripes.org. Go to show go to showyourstripes.org. Go to showyourstripes.org. A website that connects veterans with employees and helps businesses. Okay. The website that connects veterans with employers and helps businesses find candidates with the best training. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show, Your Stripes movement, to support hiring vets.
Okay, that's enough, guys. We get the point. That's enough. That's enough.
Stop it. Get some help.
Claudine, GTD. What does GTD stand for? Man, you are in a court of law. There are a lot of people in here. We can't hear you. Your Honor, you're going to have to make them speak up. What does GTD stand for? Got the draws, okay? Yeah, he got the draws.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
I'm living on the air in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, WKRP.
All right, here's a little tune inspired by one of the great legends of the Old West. Well, there once were two cowboys all alone out on the trail, and they discovered they could sleep with another male. Now they're having butt sex. Cowboy butt sex. Sodomy. Come on, everybody. Sodomy. Sodomy. Sodomy.
Then get out. Then Esther, I don't care. Esther, Esther.
I'm not gonna get out.
Esther.
It doesn't take not be disrespectful. Look, it's been disrespectful. Look at you. You keep saying
because you were being rude.
7-second rule. Like it's a big lag. We're gonna follow the 7-second rule. So just wait 7 seconds.
Where's my money, bitch? What it do, baby?